spot. Alright. Alright. Okay. Get my character sheet out. Alright. Alright. Guess gotta boot up my phone just to check the sound. Okay, it's not bad. It's just my laptop is kind of loud with the fans. Can't really do much to help that, unfortunately. Alright. I mean, as long as I'm speaking louder than the fans, that should be more or less fine. But yeah. Alright. Oh shit. I keep forgetting that whenever I press Z, it does that. Anyway, let's get that shit started. Uh-oh. Hey, what up?
Hello. I was thinking, I was like, man, that's a real fucking late lunch.
You do be living in another country, though.
Oh, is it? Wait, where are you?
You're not in any of the American time zones, right?
Which one of them was in Canada?
Canada has the same ones. They have Mountain Pacific.
No. I mean, wasn't somebody in this group is in Canada?
Yeah, that's Daniel.
Okay.
Daniel's Canadian.
And I'm in New Zealand.
Okay. That's all right. That makes much more sense then. Yes. You know, if we assume that such a place does exist.
There's no compromise.
Yeah, it's true. There's no way to actually know.
Hello, how do you do, Lexus?
Good.
Shouldn't you be busy? The open beta.
The open beta fake.
I still hate that video. It's
I
so
do too.
There's a mobile ad. There's a mobile ad called like Figure Fighters.
Han, I'll send the link.
I mean, I've seen like banners for it. Sure.
Figure Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, but have you seen the 3 Joker ads that they did?
No.
Yeah, they used the Joker from the movie Joker.
From the movie Joker. Okay, watch. No, Mike. Watch the.
What's the video?
Wow, I've seen the that first frame, and I already don't want to continue.
Yeah,
Same.
So I won't.
Bad.
You know what? That said everything I needed to know.
I'm watching it again.
I think I'm
I
good.
like how it's like a Nerf gun. It's not even like
It's
a
a
real
Nerf gun.
Oh yeah.
Got tame. Masamune.
Dayland, did I get my arrows back after shooting them in that encounter?
You recover half of the arrows you fire for combat.
Okay, I'm at
So,
19
if you
arrows
only
then.
fired-
I fired 2 arrows.
Yep. So you can recover one of them.
Yeah. I suppose it kind of makes sense
Like,
because I did shoot one guy and he fell into that one toxic pit or
You
something.
fell into the toxic spawn.
Yeah.
And it just dies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is
Something
the
I
server
wanted
open
to
or no?
do before the
Oh.
session ended, but I couldn't do it because I had to leave early. I wanted to like
That's
sort
right.
of study the properties of the toxic puddle.
So it begins.
Ah, shoot! Hold up! Oh wait, hold up! I know what I need to do.
Did you have to swap
I
back?
remember. I
very-
remembered.
Very good. We remembered this time.
What?
So Alfie,
It won't take 3 attempts this
it
time.
literally will never happen again. Alfie's campaign ended.
Oh,
But-
did it? Oh.
What?
Yeah, so we're all good to go. It was actually a very good ending. We all died horribly.
Oh
Hell yeah.
And Axolotl was like, "Hi, I'm in charge of reincarnation," and we're like, "Yo, dog, we got some shit to do." And he's like, "Oh, based?"
Nice.
So he was just like, "All right, yeah, let me help you out with that." And he was like, "I'll bring you back, so long as you promise to kill the thing that killed you." He actually stole the bell responsible for like chiming in his death, and I need to get it back because he's kind of been alive for a little too long. Like, so we did that and then killed this like undead dragon. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Alfie has some very cool ideas. I'm a big fan of Alfie's game. So he's a very cool guy.
Mhm.
Don't tell him I said that though, because I want him to think I think I'm a bitch.
Right, of course.
Yeah, you know how it is. All right,
Yeah.
server is open. Everything should be set up.
Alright.
Alright, now where are the other ones?
The other ones.
Where are they?
Let me send out the app.
Yeah, let's ping them. Do it.
He has a name!
Oh yeah, I gave him a name. His name is Thames now.
Where are we?
Yes,
Yes.
did it.
Wait, which one?
Turned a
one?
nameless bandit into an important
thanks.
NPC.
Oh, you
He's not
actually.
important.
Oh, hey, you,
His name
actually,
was just-
you guys
An
actually
NPC.
captured them.
I just figured if you're going to intimidate him, I should probably give him something to
You guys actually
intimidate out
caught
of.
them.
Hey, look.
Hello, Aaron. How are you?
I was
Time.
Wealth. It was my mom's birthday last Tuesday. We went out for dinner.
And
Calm down,
Daddy, chill.
filthy adult man.
What the hell is even that?
what is what?
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait,
Let me
I
show you
forgot
more.
I'm no longer just Mr. Wrath.
Oh, so we actually end up capturing those 2 guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of them.
Nice.
The others are all
Unfortunately.
dead.
The other ones died.
Yeah, well, I figured we just shot them and they just died. Yeah, I was there for that part.
Yeah, shot
Yeah, no,
shot
no,
them.
no.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Nice.
well, I mean, I shot 2 of them and they died.
I mean, one of them was shot and then eaten.
Okay, yeah,
Then eaten,
that
yeah.
okay,
But
well,
we'll get to that.
okay,
Oh,
Liliana's.
we will
And
get,
we'll get to that.
Yeah, this is the video I was referring to when I said that. Don't worry about it. Oh, yard.
Seen this before.
Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that? Oh, I love that video. Brings me no small amount of joy. Alright, Alright, who are we missing? We are missing boys, we're missing Chris, and we're missing Daniel. Bench. Control C. Alright.
Guys, America has been given parts.
What?
It's no longer Canada now.
Oh my
Oh?
god, Jesus Christ.
It's never been
I was paying attention to it at the time.
Wow, that was really fast when you're kicking your pants. Jesus. Now get. Hey. Get on fucking map tools.
Get on the map tools, kid.
Do it now.
Get on map tools.
Alright, never mind.
Alright, you know what? Everyone head out. Head out. That's enough. Oh, I need to restart my bot. Recently, my bot's been super jankety. It like slows down my connection, so I have to turn it off every single time.
Oh no.
Yeah, that though.
You know,
Sort of.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't listened to that bot in like months.
It's mostly for me. At this point, I realize
Are you
it's
talking
mostly
about the
for
music
me.
box? Are you talking about the music
Dylan,
box?
I use Eno because I appreciate your ambiance.
I'm not even
Thank you.
late.
I listened. I
can't
usually
believe I was
listen to it
not
for a
even
little
late.
bit,
You still spam
and then I'm like,
I tune it in, say, all right, cool, I get the theme of what's happening now.
"Yep."
Alright.
You actually sound pretty good.
Yep,
A
my
little
connection's
quiet, but
good.
Range.
My connection's good.
Well, that's because I'm being quiet, not because the mic is bad.
Gotcha.
We're
Alright,
still on 10.4,
1.10.4,
right?
and we're not updating probably for a while since 1.11 adds, I guess, like,
They added
PFTs.
system
Where am I supposed to be?
That could not possibly go wrong.
Yes.
Guys, we're
We
at
are
camp.
here.
We added
Yeah.
NFTs to map
Oh,
tools.
God.
We're camping! Oh my god, we're camping!
Hey,
Camp
who's in my,
RP.
who's my, dip on top,
Top bunk. It's mine, I get it, it's top bunk, it's my bunk.
yeah, my bag's on it.
Man, just you wait till next
No,
level when I
I
start
call,
shooting lasers.
I call bottom left pillow.
Bottom
I
left.
call.
Why were
Lore.
you guys really watching the ad again?
7 times before session started.
Because I hate you. And
I was gonna come stylishly exactly on time, and you had to ruin it by spam DMing me a minute before.
Yep.
Look, you should learn this now. It's important
Early,
to
you're
be
on
there
time.
early.
On time, you're late.
True.
I'm
Look,
sorry, I'm
in a
being
job,
an hour
you
before.
customarily show up 5 minutes early.
Not a
I show
job,
up
this is
15
just
minutes early just so that I can leave.
I show up
This
half
is
an
not a-
hour
You
early.
show
This is not a
you show
job.
up early for the first few
Okay,
months,
but
and
this is
then
not
you
a-
show up
okay, but
exactly
this
on time,
is
and then
not a-
after you're there for a couple of years,
Yeah,
then you
but
can
it
show
sure
up
is a
late.
lot
Okay,
of work.
but this is not a job. This is us in
It's
a
it's
Discord call
a
pretending to
privilege
fill
earned
up
by
for
people
hours.
who have been there long enough to not care anymore.
This is not a. You say that like this is a job. This is a bunch of people. In
Do you
a
not
Discord
consider
call
this your
pretending
job,
to go on
Dandel?
Crusades
No,
for
see,
an
this
hour.
this is why you should be early, because it's not a job. It's something that you signed up for to schedule with for other people, and that other people are depending upon you on.
Yeah, but I was gonna come on time.
It's
Like,
gonna come.
You know, guys, I
It's
feel
okay.
like we're having some senseless arguing.
True. And that's why we're gonna talk about that in character.
Yeah, it's time to senselessly argue in character instead.
Previously, where we last left off, dear heroes.
Fired with joining session on time. And I character Malin.
Okay, word.
Better than us starting session 40 minutes late.
So,
Yeah.
previously, where we last left off, you all had just made it to the island of Kyrian, where, as you were first arrived there, encountered a menacing-looking bandit named Grimmsnarl, who I forgot was a Pokemon, as well as a couple of his bandits and goons. Surprise, taking this as an opportunity to test you all, had you contend against them, and performing very well, was rather happy, especially since you decided to take 2 of them in for captive. He senses great pride in you, and as you continue on, eventually, you reach a strange forest made of weird-looking trees, almost sort of gilded-looking. They reflect light in a sort of prismatic way. It's a very strange type of tree that you haven't seen anywhere else in this place. But as you make it through the tree line, you see a large sort of camp, bolstered up with wooden palisades as guards stand around its back. You see a small military encampment with several large tents popping outward. All right! Hello,
Is there
welcome.
lemonade in there?
What?
Is this
What?
is this going to be a consistent character bit?
What?
No, I'm just really thirsty. I haven't drinking anything for 2 days.
We'll see if we can get you some
2 days?
lemon's aid.
huh?
Also, you haven't drinking in 2 days?
That is
Yeah,
very
I-
concerning.
That's
Your water's dirty. It's disgusting.
I hear if you.
I'm sure you. It was preserved well in barrels.
Yeah, but it tastes bad.
I hear if you don't drink for 3 days, you instantly die.
Well-
I will add that down. Maeve is a water snob.
look. It's fine. Just give me a day, and then I can fix all of the water that you need.
He takes out his water skin and
Ugh.
drinks for the first time in 4 days, straight from the elemental plane. It's much better. Oh god, it's salty.
Is he okay?
I'm okay.
Well, he'll be your problem here in a few days.
Oh,
Hello! It is me, Surprise! I am here once again. Hello, Surprise. don't acknowledge the fact that there are probably 2 of me on this map, alright? Yes, surprise. Alright! Let's go!
I didn't
I
even
guess
notice.
the fact that they're expecting you means it wasn't very much of a surprise.
A coincidence.
A coincidence.
I mean, why? You know, I just... Sir, Surprise was your name, right?
Yes, surprise!
Surprise me with anything that tastes good. I haven't eaten or drinking anything.
I can't, but I can show you to the
Holy
chefs of
shit.
this camp.
Holy shit, that little chef guy. Oh my god.
Where?
Yes!
Oh my
Follow
god.
me, I'll show you to the chef.
Oh.
However, the map is active, you may do as you will. I believe that our general here of the war camp would like to see you here in some time.
I see.
Perhaps we should deal with the 2 that we brought along?
Ah!
We do
I'll
have
take care of
prisoners.
them. He's just gonna grab them. Let's go.
Yeah, yoink.
I see.
Can someone
Well,
scream for a bit?
I suppose we should explore first. Get used to the
Do you
layout.
not have 10.4?
Yeah, I don't. I'm on different.
Well, Chris. With pleasure, bud.
Issue?
Thank you, mate.
Some might even call it a skill issue.
Kill issue?
It's also pinned in general, by the
Kill
way.
issue?
But it's also now no mic.
Cope.
Ah!
Alright, I'm back. I put them in the prison tent. Alright, would you like to go see the chef and get yourselves a meal first?
That sounds quite nice.
May I
No, thank you.
explore?
I
May-
already ate.
Likewise, I've already eaten it before
We'll
this trip
talk
as
about
well.
that one, I think.
Ah, I see. Then I'll show you 2 to your living quarters while you're here at camp.
Very well.
Follow me. This is your tent.
Wait, like all of us together?
And?
Or...
What?
Yes, since you will be organized together as a form of adventuring, you all will share this one tent.
Alright.
Very well.
Sir,
Yes.
as kindly as possible, I'm not quite sure I'd be comfortable in the same
You're
tent
going
as
to have
somebody
to
who
get
has black
comfortable with things
tentacles
like-
lurching out of their abdomen.
Okay, that's slightly
Shut
more
up,
okay.
mister, I almost died twice.
I'm also a wizard, I'll have you know.
You are pretty.
Ah, I'm a
Does that mean you're
sorcerer.
less likely to die?
You are kind of terrifying.
Anyhow.
Regardless, I'm
Okay,
sure.
I don't really
have taken a look at each of you, and I sense a good soul in each of your hearts. She will probably not eat you.
Shit, that's all the convincing I need.
Well, damn.
Now,
That was wrong.
let me show you inside.
So how are we gonna do this? Are you gonna draw boundaries, or like what's the?
Oh.
Do we like just get like a piece of chalk?
Yes. I want the most. I deserve the majority.
Oh my god, how far away is
Shut
this?
the
Alright.
fuck up, I'm a literal
Well,
child.
that seems fair and balanced.
How far away are we?
I am a child. Don't you think I
Alright.
am the most?
Oh, there we are.
Here is your tent.
Oh my god.
I see.
I take left bunk.
Sitting room,
I call left bunk.
but cots are yours.
I'll
The
take
one I'm
the.
literally standing on.
I call the one I'm directly.
I'll
below.
take the one by the entrance.
That's what I thought.
I'll take this one.
That's also the one I'm standing on.
Oh,
Yes.
Ainsley, you're getting a little
Shut up,
close.
Shut up, woman.
No!
I'm sorry.
Get off my bunk! Get out!
What did you say?
Huh?
I'm sorry. You said what? As she casts Produce Flame and holds it in her hand at you?
You're kind of warm.
She just looks at you with the fire in her hand. What was that?
I don't feel comfortable.
That's tragic.
Suck it
You're
up.
going to have to get used to killing people.
Oh, I already do that. I mean,
Then,
People for this job?
yes, this is what we like to call a war, Maeve.
Darn.
It's almost like we're in a war.
Man.
Darn.
I thought I was the least informed.
It's almost like we're in a
No,
war or
I
something.
just came here because I need to pay off some debts, man. I thought.
Ah,
this was-
well, good. Your bed is that one. Go.
No.
He doesn't have control over his token.
I
Anyways,
know.
get situated with yourselves. Share secrets, gossip, however you like. In an hour or so, you'll meet at the main tent where you'll speak with the general of this war camp.
Do we-
Understood?
No.
I have a-
What was the food?
Where's
The food is going to be on the top left tent, the
I
one
have-
in green.
I have a question.
Thank you.
Yes.
What else is in the camp that we may have access to?
Ah! The other amenities in the camp that you have access to, namely include the fact that we have supply carts in case you intend to go anywhere. You'll each be leased about a week's worth of rations, and you can purchase any additional rations with your own currency. In addition, we have a small prisoner's tent in which you may keep prisoners of war if you find any, as well as any of the other services that the other knights or squires can offer. This is temporary. This is more than... How do I put this? This isn't necessarily a place for you
Uh-oh.
What?
He died.
Oh no.
to stay.
Man.
As the general
Dalen-
will be
Dalen
traveling the
died.
lands.
You cut off. You cut off
I
Dalen.
died? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Alright. What was the last thing you heard?
Prisoner tent.
Not necessarily.
This is not necessarily a place for you to stay. As the general will explain, you will be traveling across the lands of Kyrium. This is merely a holdover for the such occasions.
I see.
Yeah. Whatever happened to take no prisoners?
Well, we are not murderers like those evil members from beyond. You can see it just gets
Wait, but didn't we
weirdly.
just kill like 6 people?
They attacked us first. It's called self-defense.
Yeah!
Murder in
Oh,
that
nobody else
case?
cheered.
Yeah.
If I stand in front of somebody and instigate them and then they shoot me, it's not murder.
You know what, Maeve? I think you're questioning some morals we shouldn't be talking about right now.
Are you sure you belong here?
Yeah, I belong here. I need the money.
Unfortunately, he did receive word from one of our knights, so we're going to have to bear with him. All right. I'll go be talking with my squire and report. Anyways, toodles. He'll just kind of leave.
Farewell for
You
now.
all know I'm a very stout individual. I don't like, that much like
Well,
murdering people.
I guess the size of this room is pretty...
Hmm?
Did I
Small.
win that last combat?
surprising.
No.
Okay. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
Ravana would just
I'm lucky
simply.
you're not right next to me, or else I would eat you.
Yeah.
What? They don't taste good.
Oh no, they do.
They,
Yeah, what was that,
I mean,
by the way?
Oh,
Yeah.
like, do you have like a taste test? Anything you want to
You got like a taste test.
so
He had any free samples?
as you know, I do have a giant mouth for a stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my dad kind of so I'm from Farron, right? So he kind of went through a portal and kind of put that in me. It's kind of like its own thing.
Where you experimented
Straight
on.
up can't leave.
Yes, that was kind of implied.
You are still missing health. You're still missing
I
health.
am.
Yo.
That's very
It's fine.
concerning.
He's not harmful. Maybe.
What do you mean? What do you mean
Right.
he?
Man.
Well,
I haven't traveled
Uh,
with anyone for about 2 years, so I don't know how he acts
That's
on them.
sad, child.
yeah, Bahidi will put a hand on your shoulder and gonna go, well, as long as you don't eat me, it'll be fine. Or them.
What about
Or
Oh
anyone else
no,
in this
you're the
camp.
only one I like.
And as
What?
she puts her hand on your shoulder, she will heal you for 1 HP.
Thank
Using
you.
healing
what
hands.
did I do to be disliked? Man,
During this whole thing, I'm also gonna short rest.
Okay.
I thought I'd be the family favorite.
I'd like to short rest as well.
So will I.
Actually, Dalen, how long has it been since our encounter with the...
We've been marching.
Yeah, not enough for a short rest.
We were
No.
prisoners.
I'm not saying short rest, because Major
Oh.
only lasts 8 hours.
Oh, yeah, actually, Major Armor would still be up. It was only about a 4-hour march.
Oh yeah!
Alright,
Where's our prisoners? Maybe one of them is good at cooking.
well, there was a
You haven't
chef.
even
Would you like to
sampled
meet
the
them?
food.
Yes, I'd like to go meet the chef. Thank you, God.
Yeah, and I guess Ravan will also try to
Can't leave this box.
speak with the other knights in the area just to get the
We're
We
know
can.
the area.
into the box.
Have to push real hard.
I guess I'll
No,
go
you
to
don't.
right
food.
by the entrance.
Yummy, yummy.
Walking through the buildings.
Alright, yes. Okay, you are all now inside the building.
Nah,
Alright, as
Ravan's out
you
here.
approach,
Basil.
Hey,
You like nicely walk around. I just go through them.
Alright, as you approach the chef's tent, you see what appears to be a halfling with a...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What?
Why?
Rather,
Why?
Hey, let me
no.
cut out
The
again. You
suspense.
cut out again.
Well,
You
Oh,
cut
did I
out that
die again?
halfling with
You see a halfling with a rather large-looking whisk. He bears a long coat that seems to be cut in a somewhat provocative-ish manner. Knee-boy haircut. Oh,
I don't know about you, Elsa, but I mean, come on.
alright, you're gonna hate it more. My name's Basil. What can I get you guys?
I hate you.
I'm leaving.
Well, Mr. Basil,
You know,
I'd
I'm
appreciate
actually
some
not
crepes.
I'm happy that you're staying in the kitchen, but can you cook well?
That's my middle name. Cook well.
I don't. No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. My name's Basil.
Basil cooks well, Wellington.
Why don't we just get whatever you're making, and then we'll go.
Yeah,
Me lemon.
will do. He's going to
She
go ahead
jabs
and
you in the side with her elbow.
Basil
Ow.
grabs the large sort of pot he's been stirring here, as he will pull out 6 different, what appear to be just little bowls filled with a soup, as well as 2 slices of bread each. Here you go.
Is this it?
Thank you.
Where's the meat? What do you put in between the bread?
There's lumps of ham in there.
Lumps of,
I hate you.
Condiments? Spices?
We're
We'll see.
camping.
Very ill
Almost,
prepared.
it's almost like we're in a war.
I like how just Bahidi and Ainsley are just like, hey guys, like we're at war, like you're not. I don't know what you were
Were none of
expecting.
you aware?
Basil, I asked for crepes.
What is
No,
What even is that?
It's like
Why
a
would they make
pancake,
that?
but better.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a
I
pancake.
came here.
It's
Yeah.
not breakfast.
You don't know what a pancake is?
Like a cake, but pan.
Oh.
Do you
Okay, so you
do
take the
expect us
flour,
to-
then you take the
Please
egg,
get out of
then
my tent at this
Get out.
point.
take the water, and then you mix
I'm
it
going
together.
to grab you by your
Separate-
collar and pull you out.
Yeah, and
What the heck?
I
Yeah.
It was nice to meet.
What are you?
Except
What are you doing?
I wanted grapes.
Well, they're having a debacle over as Bahidi explains what camping is to these people. Riven approaches the 3 knights that sit around a bonfire.
greetings. He would nod to each of the knights by the campfire.
Alright, let me finish my water real quick.
Stir pride.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh my
surprising.
fucking god! I just saw the other one. I hate you.
Hello there! I am Sir Darkmoon. It is a pleasure to meet you.
My name is Ravan. A pleasure to meet you as well, Sir Darkmoon.
The name is Lady Solarflare. I hear that you will be joining one of the expeditions, yes?
Indeed, I am. As well as a few others.
I see. Well, I believe your companions had just recently stopped by to get some food. Now, we are currently busy in a meeting right now, so is there anything urgent that you have to share?
I am not too familiar with this landscape and was hoping if either of you could provide some advice for when we get out on the field. I'm more accustomed to the jungles of my hill myself. I haven't been traveling outside of that as much.
Ah, I see, Sir Prize will say. You may need to speak to the squires on that one. They have done more of the scouting and observing of the local terrain.
Understood. Thank you for the advice.
Over at the cooking tent.
No one cares about your crate, okay?
Look,
Care about my crepe? It's a delectable treat, lathered in maple
You're
you're
syrup.
gonna
gonna
have
let
to
the
learn
boss
how
eat
to
if you
cook
don't
it
shut up.
yourself,
I'm
won't
not
you?
gonna lie.
Uh,
Put a Pokemon for crepes.
Thank you, Maeve.
Well, you won't get it, so you'll have to wait until you can.
Where's the chickens?
Have you ever?
See why we can't have lemonade? Is there no fruit on the coast? This sucks.
No, I mean, it's almost like we're in a war.
Yeah, it's almost like we're in a war.
I like if the
It's almost
music
like
cut
a
out when
war.
Aisling said that.
I think we're in a war, you know.
I did sign up because
Where rations are, you know, spread like
think
scarred and like
Why is
we have to, you know.
While I just follow behind him and like pick up his materials while he goes on crusade, but no.
Well, that's
Is
not what's
there
happening.
a problem that you all are having?
Yeah, I want better food.
No.
No.
The only problem here is their completely unrealistic expectations, but hopefully those will quickly be drummed out of them.
I
what?
see. You see standing before you appears to be a man who's does not necessarily appear to be built for war. He seems to wear more of a diplomat's clothes, finer clothes, jewelry, so on and so forth. He does have a few scars here and there, which means that he isn't totally unaccustomed to battle, though it looks as if he has not been in one in quite some time.
You look
Well.
rich. Do you have good food?
Oh.
Child, please, state your name.
It's May.
Don't do it.
He's going to walk up and just backhand you, Nathan. For such privileges of refinement and other such things are earned. If you expect to be handed all the
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Of the
Oh.
what?
no.
You-
the fact that you exist, you'll find.
Dalen, you cut
Hello,
out.
hello,
cut
hello,
out
hello,
again.
hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, you're back, you're back.
Where did I leave off? Where did I cut out?
If you expect all the...
If you expect all such pleasures of life to be handed on you simply for the fact that you exist, you will find a bleak reality ahead of you. Strength and honor and discipline are for those who work for it, knave. I keep that in mind. You'll just leave the group.
Hira instantly consumes his meaty soup.
The plane of chaos sure had some benefits.
This is some good soup.
Right, well, I'm going to go eat near a fire where it's warm.
It's
and
warm
where
over
my
here.
Boots will, dry out from trudging in a swamp. So,
We trudge in a
I have
swamp.
an idea. I'm gonna take the soup.
Okay.
Use a magical infusion on it.
Being my hero.
You're
And
kidding.
I'm gonna make the bowl glow.
What?
Okay. It glows.
I'm gonna make the bowl say, "This is probably lemonade."
You just gaslight yourself into.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna,
You really
then I'm
did
gonna-
gaslight yourself.
And then I'm gonna hold my nose. And it looks yellow because it's glowing, so I'm gonna hold my nose. And I'm gonna dip this soup.
As we all know, lemonade glows.
As you all
Yeah,
approach this look. Yes.
Can I make a performance check against my wisdom? So
Go for it, King.
I can lie to myself.
no, I think you know.
Oh my god.
Go for it. As you approach, you enter upon three strange figures. The first, which appears to be a goblin of some sorts, dressed in black armor with a red lining, who has a very jagged-looking sword that seems somewhat rusted. The one behind them, a noble-looking man, appears to be around the age of 30 or so, who seems accustomed to long-since travels. And the final one, which appears to be, dressed to the nines, as we'll call it. Feathers and capes adorn every inch of his armor. His swords are fashioned and bejeweled. Everything seems polished and refined with an air of strange, my brain stumbled at that last word.
Uh-oh.
Sort of air of aristocracy.
Aristocracy.
Well, shut up.
First spelling,
So,
now this.
Anyways,
Ravon... Wait, would Ravon be the first one to come to this group? Or...
it would be, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he would walk up to the squires after being told of, what knowledge they have about the landscape. He would nod to each of them and he would say, Greetings. I was told to approach your group in search of information about the landscape of Kyria, as I myself am not as accustomed to the area myself, as I've been mainly sticking to the landscape of my hill until now.
Alright. To which Squire Bloodfang will pipe up. This is not it. This isn't it.
I'm about to say, huh?
This ain't it.
What?
Trust me, Chief, this ain't it.
Can I just say, I rolled naturally on deception, May perfectly thinks that this is Lebanese.
Alright.
Oh
You
my-
literally
You
just
get
gassed
it.
yourself for no goddamn reason.
You go, girl.
Oh my god.
Hi there! It's good to meet you. I am Squire Bloodfang.
A pleasure to meet you, Squire Bloodfang. He would give a nod to him.
Well, let me tell you about the surrounding area. Now, it's typically a forested plains area with every once in a while a breaching swamp. However, as you go more inland, mountains will make themselves appear.
Surrender, or Squire Render, I should say, will look down at the fire and just look. Yes, Squire Bloodfang here, says Squire Render, has been the more active one in terms of scouting.
I see.
They have drawn up maps for most of the areas, and by this point, the others show up.
Okay. And then Ravan would sort of stroke his chin a bit, and he would ask, "What do you know about the flora and fauna of the place?"
Well, it's very
Interesting. Sir Render will finally seemingly snap and have a Joker moment. No one cares, Bloodfang! Please shut up! For once! Holy shit!
God.
Seems,
Goddamn.
we may have come at a bad time.
Apologies! I've just had to listen to this little numbskull for the better part of a few months now, and my word, they're very grating.
It's very not nice to say that, Mr. Render.
He will just
I know
have
what you
to,
sound like. You sound like
shoot
a battle
daggers.
droid from Star Wars or Clone Wars.
You know,
Roger, Roger.
I don't care about your feelings. You do sound pretty annoying.
Ignore them.
Hey,
They're
don't
horribly
offend
rude
him.
and also an idiot. So, what were you going to say? Please continue. I also am interested in such a topic.
Well, you see. Now, since a whole lot of the water here has been cursed over the years, a lot of plants have taken on a more poisonous property. And while more poisonous plants have seemingly evolved into a form of sentience, most safe plants have also developed more poisonous properties. Typically, most wildlife that you find isn't safe to eat. However, there are a few notable exceptions.
And they'll kind of talk on a little bit about how kind of the plant life has evolved.
Okay. Yeah,
growing
Ravan
with
will
poison
listen
water.
intently because he's obviously interested in the nature of the area.
I will as well.
Diana will look the opposite. Completely
You tell
disinterested.
yourself lies.
May will take notes.
Squire Render will just kind of like poke Lilian in the kind of just like with his elbow. I hate this more than anything. Please, I beg you. Do you have anything to say?
My dad's an alien.
Huh?
I'm going to go train outside.
Lillian, what did you say to him?
Good question. Just kind of ran away.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Did you
please,
just call me Lily?
No, I called you Lillian.
Not my name.
Liliana, my bad.
please, you'll have to forgive Render over there. He's not used to the whole camping sort of situation. He was a noble squire belonging to one of the homes. He never has gone outside of the city much.
Hey, he's like me.
Oh.
The opposite.
Like me, but
Great.
Fortunately, you will find that your temper would improve rather than deteriorate, such as his.
Oh.
For all our sakes, I hope it does.
Well,
Probably.
have you heard of your assignments yet?
No.
We are
believe
currently.
were supposed-
Oh, apologies. He gestures for her to
believe
go.
we were supposed to speak with the head of the camp here, and
The general.
couldn't be too terribly long. Yes, that's the term.
Ah, yes. I see. He's a good man, Mr. Avery. He is a little stern. He likes to make things run in order. But he's kind-hearted. The one you need to look out for most would be Hickory. I don't believe you might have met him yet. He's mostly reclusive in his own tent.
We have. Is he the one
Oh.
with the scars on his face and the noble clothing?
Yes.
That really bad
Yes.
mustache?
Yes. He is sent from the Holy Order themselves. He calls himself a messenger and an in-between, but, well, I suppose I should not speak ill of my superiors.
Well, any information is good. So, I thank you for it all the same.
Of course.
What was your name?
I am Squire Wrangler. I serve under the patronage of Lady Solarflare.
Oh. She'll extend a hand.
He'll shake it with a very firm grip.
Yeah, and she will also, and then she'll keep holding it.
He will just kind of...
And then she'll let go finally after like a minute.
He'll seem somewhat unbothered.
Yeah, my name's Bloodfang. I don't know if it was introduced or not. I serve under Sir Darkmoon over there.
Who are you?
Yes, I just met him earlier. I don't know if you saw.
Ah. I didn't, but frankly, a little scatterbrain, we'll call it. He's a nice
Who's
guy,
the
you
feather
know.
guy?
That was Sir Render. He serves under Sir Prize. I think he's a little pissed since they gave him the knightly name of Render. I think it's because when he becomes a knight, his name will be Sir Render, and it's just dawned on him.
You know what they say, he's a render unto himself. I think that's the saying.
Can
I'm
anyone
sorry, I
hear
don't
what
get
he's
that
saying?
joke.
I can barely hear Chris.
It's not a joke, that's just what they say. Render onto themselves. It's a
Who are
common-
they?
I just say things to sound smart. Okay?
We've noticed.
So then, sir.
Yep.
I say things to sound smart.
So then, sir, Bloodfang. You mentioned that the majority of the flora and fauna within the area has became toxic over time through the course of evolution.
Yes.
Would
How
it be
long has this been a problem?
What
Actually, I
so-
think you said cursed. Yes?
the water
Yes,
source?
cursed or poisoned. It's slightly
Actually
different.
cursed?
He mentioned that
Many
the water.
believe that.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Oh, he mentioned that the water source to the flora and fauna has been cursed, which led to these toxic properties.
Yes. Many believe that hag covenants or other sort of cursed creatures like devils
What the
have
fuck
poisoned
did you
this
just
land.
say?
Hag covenants.
I stare them dead in the eyes with a cold, dead stare.
Is
No.
something the matter?
No. No. We're not dealing with hags. No.
Well, fortunately, we probably wouldn't. Many believe that they were chased out after the old curse devil war that happened here a while ago.
Why didn't they just crusade them?
Well, here's the issue. Well, I'll let the general explain why crusading has been a difficult effort here.
But why
This
don't
makes
we
me want to
weaponize
sneeze.
this water?
Well,
Just spread it places.
So then,
Sorry, no.
back to the flora.
Speaking...
Oh,
Oh.
I was about to actually kind of direct this that way.
Speaking of such things, you see as Baron Hickory leaves the tent, as he'll point at all 5 or 6 of you, as he kind of like does the hand motion to follow him.
I believe we're expected.
Opa.
well,
I'm in. I'm through the wall.
We're currently in.
Kool-Aid Man style?
Kool-Aid
Oh,
Man
yeah.
style. Oh yeah.
Ainsley!
I'm here.
Oh.
We just died.
Yep. You died. You're dead.
Yep, we died.
Campaign over.
Yep.
BPK.
Time to roll.
It was a trap. You shouldn't have gone.
Hey, Aaron, I don't know if you know this, but you're muted.
I think he knows it.
Alright. You see this, as I will change music, because he does not deserve prominent music.
Oh my god, guys, it's Duke. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, it's Duke!
No, I have way better facial hair. I don't have half a beard and then a fucking cut on my chin.
Oh
I
wait,
mean-
I can't tell if that's his beard or if it's like part of his clothing. They're the same color.
Both. This is like the Jotaro hat hair argument.
It's
No,
the same color.
he's got some firm mutton chops. Let me tell you. The art on this guy, he's got mutton chops for
They're
days.
the munch chops are
Wait,
so
he just has
big.
a cut in the middle of his chin and no mustache.
Yes, that's called mutton chops.
I know, but like they're so
No, that's
long.
called looking dumb.
Okay. Well, anyways, if I'm going to describe this man to you now, you see standing before you an imposing figure, tall and wearing a furred cape. He wears warrior's clothes just underneath, so a mixture of leather armor, as well as a mighty sword to his side. He seems to bear what some would call a really cool facial style. Others may call dripless.
Homeless.
You see before you, standing, Duke Avery Winterwane, the general of this war camp. Hello! I am Avery Winterwane. It is good to meet you all. This here is my second command here in the camp, Baron Hickory. I believe we have met before, says this man.
No, never heard of him.
Yes, we did.
He slapped you.
He did. He
Jabs
slapped
you
you.
in the side.
Well, I know I
Ow.
haven't. It's a pleasure to meet you, Baron Hickory,
I
and a
did.
pleasure to you, Duke Avery
Yes.
Winterwane.
Thank you. Now, I should begin to explain our situation we have here in the camp as well. Baron Hickory, you may leave at any time you see fit. Oh, will do. Now, let me explain our general strategy we have going into our little war effort here. This will lead you over to this table with a large world map on it. For the longest time, we've had a bit of an issue. That issue being, there's no sort of capital to take in Kyrian. No matter where we go or what we conquer, it's a whole bunch of small, independent towns that, as soon as you leave for mere moments, will get occupied once again by some gang who moves in, meaning it's impossible to effectively hold any land in this area. Our general strategy is to have groups of adventurers, such as yourself, claim ownership of towns or areas by right of conquest, hold it for a while, as in the back, cities built that can be easily defended and manage the land properly, pseudo-civilizing it as we progress forward, as groups of adventure go out to hold it as well.
Wait a minute.
Sort of two-pronged slow wave strategy.
Wait a minute. This just sounds like you're making gangs and calling them something different.
Yes, we are using the tactics of this land to conquer it. We are effectively forming smaller gangs. He will put up
Do
quotations.
we get a gang name?
If you would like to give yourselves one, you may. Though, legally, your gang, quote-unquote, is the Zericoshi army.
Oh. That's sad thing.
I'm sorry, were you just not interested in
No,
performing
he's
war?
just been like this the whole time. I
Why are
think
you
he
even
will
here?
be for a while.
I'm here because I didn't have debts to pay off. Surprisingly. Dude,
Can't you go like work a 9 to 5?
you know, that's what I thought I was coming into, but
Why don't you just go to McDonald's?
and I got a and I got the rush of combat, so
Well-
I'm now hooked.
He'll just stare at you, just blank face.
Right, so then we're to go in alone. No support whatsoever?
That is not true. We currently, as we have barely begun our assault, have 3 prongs currently going out. You all will be accompanied by one of the leading knights here, as well as a gang of a few hundred soldiers or so. However, conquering such towns requires a more subtler touch. You all will lead point in opening up the town to its conquering, meaning that you will be taking care of whatever gang boss or individuals hold the town at the time, opening it up for a mostly peaceful settling by the soldiers and the knights. In addition, you'll receive the full support of this camp and its supplies. Any loot that you find, or magical items, or so on and so forth, so long as they are approved, will happily be given to you as rightful owners.
Approved?
We don't want you using cursed artifacts while in the presence of our military. Therefore, things like that will be... No, you are members of the Zericoshi army.
This is unfortunate. What if we uncurse the artifacts?
If you had such powerful magic such as that, I suppose we could allow you to use them. Though,
Yeah.
for as long as they are cursed, will be kept at camp and sealed away.
Well, I mean,
have a
at
question.
least we get to keep the items. Right?
Yes.
What exactly defines a cursed object?
Something related to fiendish nature, specifically, is what we're looking for. As this land is a land of devils, objects infused with devilish power should be somewhat prevalent, so we're covering our bases on that. However, the army resigns any right to take away an item if they believe it is a danger to yourself or others.
But
Got
that
it.
just sounds like you're gonna take our cool shit.
Do you ever think before you say something?
I don't think he thinks at all.
I think I'm a very practiced rune carver.
So
I
which
can't
town
carve-
do we target first, then, for our group?
Well, I believe we have assigned you all to the town of Waning. Rather interesting. It's a smaller town. They grow crops, we'll call them. More sustainable wheat.
Of course.
Apparently, they tap into the magic of the land, much similar to how Faring does, growing oddly filling food resources. Getting our hands on that will be able to provide us more opportunities to spread out and to conquer more ground.
Do we know much of how they're capable as their own military, quote-unquote?
The issue with Girium is that they have no recorded history of ever having a military. It is all independent gangs and militia, meaning our intel is always rather sparse, which is somewhat why we have you all entering towns, observing the situation, and see if it will be able to be conquered by large-scale warfare, or simply by you all laying claim to it by offing a few head bosses.
I
We
see.
should, like, dress up in like disguises and go in and like, hey,
Who would know who we are?
I'm pretty popular with the people. I get around.
With the
Very
Who are you?
doubt that.
I,
I
also
severely
doubt
doubt
that.
you're popular with anyone.
I'm pretty.
So then,
Definitely not popular with us.
All right.
Should I tell
Yes.
it how it is?
Back to ignoring
yes.
him.
So then,
Back to
about.
business.
So then, what information do you have about the general tactics of these gangs?
Hit and run and guerrilla warfare. As they do not have established might such as our country, they have to rely on more subdued tactics. Such things would include hit and running, hiding away, and taking pot shots from a side. Any means necessary to eliminate those who are fighting. You will not
So what
expect
I'm
clean
hearing
warfare
is-
here.
They're pussies.
No, they're
That's-
smart.
A way of putting it.
Hit and runs are cool.
They're opportunistic, more or less.
Yes.
I have little doubt they would probably try to. How should I say? Put their all into attacking us if they thought we were weaker.
Well, if they're gonna fight dirty, we should fight dirty.
That is a
And
true
use
point you have
cursed
made.
Artifacts.
Yes,
What-
many
what?
gangs often try to bully smaller ones into either joining them or eliminating off the map before they become competition. I would recommend not flexing our full might all at once. If they do, there's a chance they flee, regroup with a different gang, and form a more powerful force, rather than the smaller ones we can take on now.
So should we take prisoners or should we just kill them?
We may take prisoners if you desire.
Okay.
I'd very much rather we try to avoid killing people if we can.
Agreed. I don't want to take.
Oh yes, I just forever. Yeah, prisoners that we need to interrogate.
Speaking of prisoners, have we obtained any new intel from the ones that we have captured, or have they yet to be interrogated?
No.
They have yet to be
I can get a start on
interrogated.
that.
I have been rather busy. However, if you all would like to take up the task of interrogating such people, you may take that at your own leisure. You'll be heading out of here with your choice of knight. Each adventuring group, we have a few gathered here. I don't know if you've ran into them, but they might just be staying in their tents. You will choose one of the knights to lead you, each of which has a different sort of speciality, we'll call it, with them. So choose wisely, whichever will work best with you all.
So now that we're all here, I have an important question.
Yo.
We're going to be taking over and owning these towns. When it comes to it, how do we want to run them?
That will be a decision you have to make once you can prove that you can even take a town.
I mean, wishful thinking, am I right?
I feel like we just give it up to Zericoshi and they decide.
I think we have what we need to get started.
Great. Now, you will each be positioned with a week full of rations, which should last you there and back if you don't spend any time in the towns. However, when you are farther out, you will only receive a supply shipment at every 2 weeks. They can only bring a week there, meaning there will be a week without direct food or water support. Supply lines are hard to connect here in Kyrium, as I think you can imagine.
Is there any way that we can purify what we can scavenge in the wildlife?
I can do that.
Well,
also,
very well.
The place I'm going to is growing crops that are extra good. I mean, maybe
Yes.
partner with them for some crops.
Well, if they're not of similar nature as the various other creatures in this land.
Mr. Duke, is it possible that we could get some gold, just in case? Or,
Yes. Let us talk.
Oh no.
About
Galen.
something. You'll walk over
Galen, you
here,
gotta
see
cut
the-
out.
Yeah.
You gotta cut out. Let us talk.
Hello?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Alright, great.
Hey.
He will walk over to this chest as he will flip open its contents, revealing a lot of freaking money. Specifically, a chest full of platinum pieces.
Oh my god.
Oh.
He will hand you each one of them. He will then
It's just
close
that
it.
in
This is more money
That is
than
a-
I've had in my entire
That is
life.
100 gold.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We're doing
okay.
it.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, okay.
I thought I was excited for a second.
Thank you,
Well,
sir.
I mean, normal,
Normal
normal
people
is
spend.
10.
Yeah,
But
was
since
just-
I have a gold standard system across all my worlds where it's like just everyone uses gold because copper and silver are cringe. So platinum is just like the
Yeah, what about all the Selectrum I have?
shut your bitch ass up.
I'm really
No.
gonna enjoy having lasers.
Now, that 100 gold
God,
each can purchase your rations here as well as different sorts of armaments. In addition, it may be used while to bargain with gangs or other individuals that you meet.
Drug money.
That'll be your pension for this month. Understood?
Month?
That's right.
You have claim to all the other gold or treasure that you find.
See if
If
we
I
can
find
give
this,
an allowance.
the box.
He will simply give you a flat stare. I know you're smarter than.
Yeah, that was.
No,
that was
just
good.
trying to
Let's
get
just-
Standards.
How about we, having received this and all of this information, leave before you all make this worse?
Well, I just have.
Yes,
a
I'm
Nope,
going to
come
leave
on,
and go
grabbing you by the
interrogate
collar and
No, no, no,
dragging you
please,
out. Nope,
please,
dragging
Ron's
him out.
heading out.
Coming out. He's out. He's
I'm
out.
gonna talk to the prisoners, but I need
Well, that
someone
was
else more
awkward.
competent than a child to do it with me.
Here,
Oh,
I'll
they're already
come.
gone.
Alright, competent, my middle name.
Oh no.
Alright, yeah,
Alright.
me, my
Okay, yeah.
Me.
Ravon's going back to the
Yeah.
squires to talk more.
Yeah.
Specifically with Bloodfang, because he's more accustomed to the nature of the area.
Oh,
my middle name.
We got the A team here.
Boys,
Let's see
boys,
who's learned that torture is an ineffective method of interrogation.
B team.
I don't think any of them have.
Do any of them have intimidation?
What is my intimidation? Hold on.
I have intimidation.
I
Okay.
have intimidation.
Good morning, people. How much do we have to pay you for information?
Also, shut the fuck up, I'm doing this.
Let's get this over with. We know how this is gonna end.
Literally doing the
Grimsnarl will just lean back and
quiet.
like tied up.
Hero starts doing the Macarena.
Well,
Anyways, good morning.
What? You do the Macarena?
He's not even in there.
No, I'm everywhere.
I believe it's late afternoon.
I don't care. Anyways,
Okay.
we have a few questions for you, and you're gonna answer them.
Says who?
That's
please?
the giant stomach in my mouth.
Yeah, they're
Yo.
bluffing.
No,
Stomach
fuck.
in-
A mouth in my stomach.
I'll make it in my
He'll,
mouth.
he'll just kind of like give a look at you.
Now, every time that you answer incorrectly or we think you're lying, I will untie one of my free belts. After the
That's
third
some
one,
bullshit.
I will eat you alive.
Are you stripping for them?
So,
They're not even here.
so what you're telling me here is that if I refuse to answer your questions 3 times, I gotta get out of captivity. Works well for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the
Yes,
greatest
but
thing.
you're eating alive.
Here, guys, I have an offer for you.
I don't know
right?
where it goes.
Right, so here's an idea. We are intrepid adventurers, but we keep everything that we make from our adventuring. How about you all help us, and you get a cut too? And when you're ready to leave, you can leave, but we need the information from you first. We did take the process of sparing you, mind you, and we don't plan on torturing you at least.
Not yet, anyways.
So,
You're not even here.
you and... Are you there? Are you there with them?
No, I'm just in the
Okay. Word. Okay.
Word.
Word.
He will lean back. A business proposition. Now there's someone who knows how to work a deal.
Of course, we can start out your payment, 10 gold to the both of you. Just as an initial fee for your information.
20.
20? 15.
17.
16.
He'll lean back. 17.
Deal.
What do you want to know?
Well, that's where my friends come in. Go ahead with the questioning.
I'm gonna have to have
Did you
no
attack
idea
us
what.
just for fun, or did someone else of a higher power tell you to?
Boring question, but I don't see no gold at my feet right now.
I take money. Okay, real quick. Is there like a place where I can trade in this
Yeah.
platinum for the gold?
Yeah.
Alright,
You
yeah, I
do
do
that
that, and
before.
then I pay them out of my money.
Okay, very good.
I can make my own items, it's
Alright.
fine.
So mark up 34 gold then.
Yep, that would mean...
If you wanted to know, I was a leader. I used to run up hold-ups in that area all the time.
Do you think that you have the qualifications to run a city? Given the chance.
No, I'm not one of those kind of people. I simply just earn my keep and vanish. Or try to at least.
That's understandable. You can do the same here.
Can you tell us anything about the town of Waning?
Waning?
What the fuck would they know?
It's a town not too far from here, about a day's travel, so I used to go there every once in a while when me and my boys were getting hungry. though it is of the gang territory. I don't know much about its
Gang.
leader, but I know it's... I don't know much about its leader or what they call themselves, though I know their underlings, we'll call them, have a strange, almost cult-like fanaticism for their leader.
On a scale of 1 to 10, brutality.
I hear that they tend to prefer to dress in pure white, and by the end of whatever they do, they typically try to leave crimson covered.
Well, you should probably do the same so that you could blend in, just in case things turn bad tides for us. Though...
Yeah, I know. You have prestidigitation?
Why the fuck would you use that? Isn't that the opposite of what we're trying to do?
To make my clothes red? You realize I'm wearing a white.
Yeah, then just kill people and your clothes will go red.
Just kill people.
No, I
Or-
might be able to eat people alive, but I'm not a big fan of killing unless they attack me first.
You know, man, you do you. I just want money. Though, alas, I would like to say to you two, please just don't betray us. I know that that's not much of a stern threat or whatever. Or you betray us, we'll cut off your toes. No, that you won't listen to that. You don't really care. Just, we're a small group of adventurers, and we can really make you a return on your investment if you do plan on helping us. If we get powerful enough, we can only do that with your help. So please don't turn on us.
Well, Fames, looks like we have a new business venture. How about me and you go legit, huh?
I'm sure the Zericoshi army would rail you as heroes if you were to do this, and you could get anything you wanted back home. You'd be the perfect ones to reign in this new area of prosperity with Kyrian, since you're natives.
I'll have to consider an offer like that, but you got the information you need, or at least all the one that I can provide.
Of course. You should arrest the knights. We'll be leaving in no time soon. Go by the armory, get what you need. Come to me if you need anything else. And I'll try to help you as much as I can.
Wait, we're bringing them with us?
Yes, there are employees now. Not employees, well, teammates, let's say. There's no benefit to not, specifically, and we can split the gold with them just as much as we can split it amongst ourselves. Though, I will say, unless you plan on staying with us permanently, we're gonna have to take most of the items. So that we can still defend ourselves after you're gone. If you understand.
I suppose somewhat.
Thank you. Now, I suppose then you should also have a choice in picking which knight is going to go with us when we link back up with the group. Since you have just as much of a say as the rest of us now. You're part of the team.
I don't know if we're going to travel with you 100% yet.
Of course.
Like I said, it's something to think about. But,
True.
well, you've been ever so cordial now.
Sorry about killing your friends, by the way.
Sorry about eating that one.
Part of the business.
That's understandable, but yeah. Well, see you tonight. Hopefully you've made your decision. If you do decide to leave, just go. We won't hunt you down. Maeve stands up and leaves the tent.
Alright. Meanwhile, while that's happening, Hira and Nahidi go and visit the knights. Okay. They seem to be chatting or discussing something about what the goings on in the fields or so, but as you approach, they seem to quiet up slightly. Hello! I see that you have returned once more. You've received your assignment, yes?
Yes, and I believe we are to take one of you with us.
I see. Well, take whichever you prefer. It won't matter too much in the end. Though, I suppose you may need to find someone who fits your interesting dynamic.
Well, I profess I don't know much about any of you. Really, I know shockingly little about Surprise here.
Then allow me to introduce myself. He will kind of stand up. He will remove his helmet, which is immediately replaced by another helmet. I am Surprise. I used to be an arcane scholar, deep in the forests of Faring, though I suffered a tragic accident that got me lost. Ever since then, the church has taken me in, and I found a new life in the Holy Order, and therefore I have decided to serve it, taken in by House Bravesoul. I'm, magically inclined, we'll call it.
Oh, lovely. And, you? She turns to, the lady.
I'm Lady Solarflare. I was given this name by my master, and it's been a, consistent thing. I trained for some time in paladin studies. I am well trained in lance. Needless to say, I have a bit more dedication than these other two, who prefer a more wild style, we'll call it. If we are to travel together, I expect that we will all be kept in high order and not just fly by whatever seat of pants you have going on.
He kind of thinks for a moment, kind of holds her chin for a second.
Bahidi, these are strong night people who could kill us.
So, why are you whispering in my ear?
Because I don't want to seem intimidated in front of them. Hero looks at them, kind of does a small smile and waves.
Yeah, but Bahidi's like...
Surprise wave.
She just looks at you, gives you, like, the blankest stare, blinks twice. I'm going to ignore that.
Well, you're rude!
I apologize for him.
Thank you.
And you, Sir Duckman? Person whose name I don't know yet? I mean...
Yes.
Fishbowl Man.
I am Sir Darkmoon. He will kind of take off his gauntlets as they will reveal very hairy arms, much similar to that of a bugbear. I grew up in the forest of Mighty. I have greater knowledge of survival than others. I suppose they called me out here as no other knight really wanted the position of braving it alone in the wilderness, facing allies who could appear from everywhere. Truth be told, I suppose it's more of a reality for me than others. My squire, Bloodfang, I adopted from my guild as well. We are, more accustomed to the bloodletting side of warfare, if you catch my drift.
I think I do. Well... It is interesting. A difficult choice. You're all very capable, clearly, or you would not be here. Certainly, and likely, my metallic and wooden friend over there would likely work well with Sir Darkmoon, but others of my group may work better with either of you two. It is a difficult decision. One I do not think I can make on my own, nor would I want to. It would be foolish.
Mayhaps that is where you gather the others and ask for their opinion.
Yes, I believe they're off interrogating the two people. Oh, there they are. What excellent timing.
I hired them.
Yeah.
What?
A little bit of information.
They didn't have much though, but they might be helping us, or they might just up and leave. Either way, we got what we needed, and they aren't hostile towards us, might help us in the future.
Right, lovely. Well, I'll go grab Ravon, and I'll bring him over here. For a moment.
Yeah,
Come on.
Ravon's...
Question.
So, what's all of your guys' deal? Okay, they're telling me the same stuff.
Yeah, so Ravon would be asking during their meeting with the knights about about like any specific notable toxic plants and or wild and animals that naturally inhabit the area.
Bloodfang will inform you of a plant that commonly grows around here, known as poisonwood. It's a very toxic but very powerful stimulant that people often use to, well, hype themselves up. We'll call it. It's like black market cocaine, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's
Isn't
it's
cocaine
the
black market?
Yeah, but is it the Great Margrave Grimoire kind of cocaine? I don't think it is.
It's the kind of cocaine
bad,
that where if you do it like 3 times in a row, like just you have immediate heart failure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, any specific, any notable animals?
Animals here don't really follow any sort of formal nomenclature. They typically evolve strangely due to the cursed water.
I see. And what of this water source? Is it still cursed as it was before? In the beginning?
Yes, many of the water here is believed to be cursed.
I see. Well, I thank you for the information, Sir Bloodfang. It's a pleasure meeting you and discussing this with you.
Oh, but of course. And speak of the devil!
As Sir Bender kind of wanders up. I hate it here.
Right,
Yeah.
well, Ravon, we should go and discuss with the knights about which of them and which squire, I suppose, will be accompanying us.
Ah, of course.
And then I was like, "Oh, good, they're back."
Oh, that's. I can't believe she'd say something, that bitch. Oh,
Neither could I. Now, I believe it is time for you all to discuss yourselves on which of us you will be taking together. Yes?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. You have all had time to get acquainted, I assume.
They would have told you basically the same thing I told.
Yeah, so okay. So I would know the basics with these 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I would have filled you in very quickly as we walked.
magically inclined,
Yep.
survival inclined, military
Yep,
inclined.
Ravon will definitely look to Sir Darkmoon.
So hold on, everybody. How is
I'm kind
everybody?
of liking the feel of
One-
Lady Solarflare.
One sec.
She's
How
got
is?
my vote.
You're just horny. One sec. How is
Come on.
I'm not.
How much of you are? Which one of you is dealing?
Military.
Which one of you is okay with dealing with my bullshit the most?
Sir
Why
Price
is
kind of
that where we start?
looks. Hopefully, nothing that will endanger the rest of the group. But if you're talking
course.
unconventional tactics,
Yes.
anyone but Lady Solarflare.
I was
Oh,
thinking
okay.
more his personality was what he meant.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Ah. They all just kind of like look down.
I have a very delicate taste.
They will all just kind of like look in the opposite
You're
direction.
really not going to like when we run out of rations.
I
And then have to forage.
no.
Yes.
Get my clothes
Or-
dirty.
Even better, I could make you some berries.
Oh,
They're horridly bitter.
no.
Berries and
Yes.
cream?
with
Yeah,
that,
I'll just
okay?
leave. Yeah. Nice session with
One
y'all.
more from you, and you will be devoured.
He's...
So then, Sir Darkmoon, I was told that you are very well accustomed to the landscape, specifically how to survive in it, and I also heard that you are from My Hill as well.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, that is correct. I am accustomed to traveling in less than ideal environments.
Well, this is an ideal environment. It's wet and hot. So, you know,
Oh,
Yes, and I don't think we'll be surviving in the woods near it. We'll be in the town.
We very well may be.
I think we
What
should
if
That
we-
is a possibility. I think
time
we
is
should
it?
take the tactician.
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon. Well, I think I shall postpone my decision until the nighttime.
I'll run it to Liliana. What do you mean we need a tactician? I'm the greatest tactician ever lived.
You gaslit yourself into thinking your soup was lemonade.
Yeah, but it worked.
Well, my vote
Going
is
to go
going.
check out the adventure group. We're
Well-
checking out the adventure groups that we can take.
Well, my vote is for Sir Darkmoon, as we all must be accustomed to surviving within this environment ourselves, as I assume none of us are accustomed to the environment that is Curium itself.
I say we take the maids. They seem cool.
Well, as I said, I will postpone my decision until I can determine better.
Well,
When the sun sets.
wait, what determines better when the sun sets? So you need to wake up.
I am well accustomed to listening to the stars.
Anyways, does anyone know how to unlock the lock in the prisoner camp?
What?
I'm just gonna go this right now.
You got
I'm
a
gonna
solid
start,
question.
I'm gonna start checking out the adventure groups that we can take.
They won't. No, the adventure groups are coming with you. They're tackling the other 2 locations. They're starting a 3-way attack right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they won't be going with you.
Well, I think
Okay,
we
never
shall
mind then,
go
I'm back
and
here.
perhaps we should look at supplies.
True.
We probably should.
And then we can take that time for all of us to think about who we think would be the best fit for our group. As in the group as a whole, and not us individually. She looks pointedly at all of you. So, supplies then. Sir Darkmoon, where is the, what is the word?
He will point over there at the large stack of crates and barrels. To say, in terms of supplies, you will get a week's worth of food and water. They will be overseen by Baron Hickory. Any additional such will be paid forward from your own pension.
How much does a day's worth of rations cost?
For each additional day, that will cost you 2 gold.
And how much is there an armory here?
We can supply you with any basic weaponry.
Any basic weapon or armor? Okay.
Well, armor is available. You can only go up to chainmail in terms of what we can make. Anything past that will have to come out of your own pocket, as it's extremely expensive.
Studded leathers?
Studded leather we can do.
How much would be the supplies for for arrows when it comes to archery?
We can provide you with 20 arrows for every 2 weeks. Past that, each additional 10 arrows will cost 1 gold.
Very well.
Alright, well.
Well, I will need little, but I will go see anyways.
And I'm gonna put
Yeah,
30
Ravan will
gold
get
down.
his 20 free arrows.
Cool arrows!
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 64 gold
The
down.
urge to try and sleight of hand and steal something.
The urge to steal.
I don't know,
Wait,
can you
can
beat
I
my
put-
perception? Because I'll...
So, like,
No,
I'm gonna
probably
put
not.
10 gold down for another 5 days of rations.
Yep. Alright, let me mark that down.
And also, when you say 10 days of rations, do they mean for our group as a whole, so we get the robot
Yes.
extra?
So it's everyone in your group gets 7 days, and then anything above that is
Sorry, 10 days? Yes? Is it 10 or 7?
7.
So it's 7.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
7, so that's 1 ration a day, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. It's a ration a day, not like 3 rations per
Okay,
every
and
day.
the robot has 7. I just bought 5, so that's 12. So can the rest of us get 2 extra days of rations?
The robot needs to eat. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. You're
No, I'm a Warforged. But at the
You're
same
right.
time, you guys don't acknowledge that I'm all covered up. I'm not exactly evidently a Warforged because I'm all covered up.
I
would
thought
assume
you
you
made
tell
that.
us.
Oh, I guess you did.
I did that like
you're right.
several times in the
That
first
is-
session. You guys keep
That
forgetting
is
that.
that is my mistake. I
Yeah.
did forget that
Yeah.
this session.
I didn't want to correct
My
you because I didn't
apologies.
want to be rude.
No. Absolutely. If I do something like that, correct me. Feel
Yeah, because he's
I do not
he's covered. He's covered in leather. He's covered in a cloak. His face is covered with a wooden mask. So yeah.
So you wouldn't know that he is a robot, though.
Yeah.
I will mark it.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'd
I would
buy
have no idea.
six- Then I'd buy 6 extra rations for a wooden group and hand them out.
6 extra for each.
No, 1 for each.
Okay.
Just in case, you
So,
Thank you.
yep, Bahidi will take and be like, "Thank you. I'm surprised that you're so enthusiastic to eat these.
know. I'm not enthusiastic.
I've heard that they're renowned for being horrid."
Yeah. If I was excited to eat it, they wouldn't be here anymore. It's like a deterrent for me. I don't want to eat it because it tastes terrible, so I don't eat it all in one night.
Interesting. Well, leave that as it may.
What you doing up there?
And no,
Oh.
thank you.
Go back here and yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna try to like. It's what I do.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So what place?
We get bad
Just
ideas
gonna try to
for
steal
100.
something. So
Well,
I'm gonna
let's-
try to steal like a 1 or 2 more days of extra rations.
Very good.
Depending on how much I can get away with.
Let's see.
Fuck!
Is there something you were doing back there, soldier?
Yes, some of the rations fell out. I was just putting them back.
Good. He'll keep a pointed eye as he sort of turns the corner.
Did we
Yeah,
have
I
to
think
pay
that's
for
right.
studded leather or no?
For studded leather, no.
Okay, well then I'll just
Oh, actually, yeah, I would like
Take
to.
that.
I would actually
Get
like to take
yourself
studded
some
armor.
studded.
Yes, I would like
Go
studded
ahead,
armor too.
kings. Take your studded leather. It's
Yay.
yours.
Yeah,
Wait,
must
wait,
be
wait,
nice being
Balin,
able to
Balin,
wear
what was the-
armor.
Yay,
What was the
studded
best
leather.
medium armor they said they had? Do they have half plate?
Oh, they don't have half
no.
plate?
No.
Fortunate.
No.
They have all the light armors. They have hide armor, and they hide armor, scale armor, and then they have chain armor. But the chain armor is going
Oh,
to
that's
run
so
you a
good
little
for
bit,
me.
and then they cannot provide plate.
So what's studded? Yeah, I forgot. What was the value for studded leather again? I forgot.
We get it.
Yeah, it's
We
yours.
just get it.
It's yours, my friend.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll give
AC
them my
value.
leather.
AC value.
Oh, 12 plus dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, normal leather's 11 plus dexterity, right?
Or actually,
Yeah,
wait
so-
Yeah.
a second.
Okay, so-
Wait a second. Maybe I take hide. I might actually take hide.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Not plus 2 AC, but it's close.
So I guess
Nice.
yeah, Ravan would go somewhere to change. We'll go to the tent,
Oh,
I
no.
guess.
oh, never
I'm
mind.
kinda-
If they're
I'm
providing
kinda-
scale, if they provide scale, I'll take scale actually.
I think I'm just gonna vibe with what I got, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, you already have the highest they can provide.
Yeah.
Because you got chain
I'm
plus
gonna-
shields.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
just
Wait,
gonna,
no, you don't have shields. Never mind.
yeah, I'm just
I'm
gonna,
gonna also take chain plus shield.
yeah, I'm just gonna spend an hour
Scale,
dawn.
Alright. Go
changing
ahead
my
and mark
armor.
down 50 gold if you're gonna get chain.
Oh shit, no. Okay, I'll just take.
You can't wear chain, or is
chain
it?
heavy or medium.
Chain's heavy.
Okay, then yeah, I can't wear chain.
Yeah,
What is the best
I'm gonna
medium
spend an
armor
hour
now?
to change my armor because Warforged.
They have scale mail.
Scale is what plus dex?
14 plus 2 dex max.
So
Yeah,
16.
I'll get scale and then a shield.
Alright, that's 16. That's it.
18 AC. I just kind of look at I'd like to walk up to during this time if possible.
Sure.
I'm sorry if we got off on the wrong foot. I was in a bad mood earlier today, and I still am. We don't have good food, but I hope we can work together. You do seem very smart and pointy. That makes me want to work with you more. Other than
Joyce, you talking
some
to
of the
me?
other- Yeah,
Oh, okay.
other than some of the other babbling buffoons here.
Well. I think what you need most his manners.
Hmm.
Did you...
Well, I didn't have the best parents, to be fair.
I have a tragic guess.
Well, you could...
The manners
Look.
I know at least involve asking you to juggle, and if you don't, turning you into a monkey.
You know, I'm sensing a theme with your characters, but whatever. Well, that's certainly odd, but that's not where we are.
Well, yeah. I wish we were. Maybe we'll get there. Who knows?
My advice would be to perhaps take a little bit longer to think before you speak.
Yeah, but then I don't get the words out.
And also perhaps speak up slightly.
Quantity over quality.
It's the other way around.
No.
Well, that's happening. Kira, what are you doing?
He's writing some notes on his post-its, getting some spells prepped, kind of just not. He's not really busy. Yeah, just
Gotcha.
lazing around.
Okay.
In your life, voice mods being dumb.
Gotcha. Understand. Based on this one filter. Alrighty then. There's no other shopping that we all need to get to. Then enters the night. And I get
Hooray.
stuff for that.
Yep, and Ravon has spent his hour changing his armor, because Warforge.
True. And I imagine you do that away from people's vision.
Yep, he's been doing it in the tent
Okay.
while they went to shopping. Because as soon as he got the standard armor,
Okay.
he immediately went to the tent and changed alone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
If it's nighttime, then I will just go to wherever the least light in the camp is.
Gotcha.
If it's...
don't know
Ooh,
where that
look, a night filter. Ooh.
I guess...
Let me gather you all at the tents real quick.
I guess I'll probably go outside, actually. Oh yeah, that'll
Ravon
work.
would...
We're over here at this time.
Oh, it's
I go
this...
try to steal something
Baron's
again.
not with you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh damn it, he's still
First, let's start. Yeah, let's start with Behedium. That makes sense. Behedium, you wander off past the camp. As the torchlight somewhat dim as you enter the tree line, Paladin somewhat watching you from afar. What would you like to do?
Well, since I'm in the tree line, I'm gonna look at the trees, because they're weird.
They are very weird.
And I'd like to know what's going on with them.
Make me a perception check. Or not a perception, nature check.
Honestly, I think it's the same. Oh, right, one's int.
As you observe the trees, you can see that they have absorbed a unnaturally high mineral count, gilding some of the leaves in some metal you don't recognize. It appears as if they can be, if enough leaves are harvested, actually be turned into steel alloys. Interesting.
Alright. Well, that curiosity sated for the moment. She's going to attempt to read the stars to help her decide which of the nights would be the best for them to take.
The stars shift in a strange cosmic way. Almost as if the stars themselves turn into a strange, almost visible face. While it does not speak directly, you begin to feel its message. That great knowledge will be important in the near future.
Okay. Alright, cool. Got what you needed from that.
Well, that's happening. Liliana, you get a strange something. As you sit in quiet as everyone else sleeps in their bunks somewhat loudly, maybe snoring perhaps,
Well, Ravon's just meditating.
a strange sense of hunger comes over you. In a way that it seems to be drawing you outside the camp.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like outside the walls of the camp?
Yeah.
Where exactly is it leading me?
Just away. As you leave, you do not cross paths with Edie, actually.
I assume I don't notice her.
Yeah, you do not cross paths.
Gotcha.
You'll probably, as you get back to the tent, be like, oh, they're not here. Curious. Not my problem. Alright. So, as you will walk down the edge, as the paladins once again are like, okay, that's a little weird. You hear a strange whispering from beyond one of the trees. As this little guy shows up. As it burrows from underneath the ground, this creature begins to make itself apparent. What appears to be humanoid forms bound together in flesh, blinded and gashed and destroyed somewhat. It appears out in a strange sort of whispering wallow. Did you see this thing?
Oh god.
Have I seen one of these before?
You haven't. As they'll sort of begin to vomit on the ground. You a strange sense of kinship, or more specifically, the thing in you does.
Hello?
Unidentified. Your linkage. Oh.
Unidentified one, your linkage is off.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure I understand what that means.
Ancient.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll begin to vomit again. However, as it vomits, it'll begin to, with its mouth, somewhat draw a picture. A strange sense of what looks somewhat like an angel, though more demented, we'll call it.
Therapy. Once. Knowledge. You. Link.
A translation?
Seraphim, once knowledge, your link.
Who is Seraphim?
Ancient. One. Seraphim.
Ah. So do I just what shall I do for this linkage?
Find the voice you're needed.
Find the voice you are needed.
And the what you're needed?
Find the voice you are needed.
Okay. Is that all?
Hunger. Food.
Throw it a ration.
All four heads immediately begin just digging at it and tearing it apart in sort of like a gross matter as like specks of it fly off. It seems rather busy at the moment.
Okay, and on that note...
See ya! I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Quietly go back in.
Make yourself
Not quietly enough, because I'm still awake.
True.
Because I don't have to sleep as much as you
Technically, Riven is also still awake, but
Yep.
Yeah, consciously, I'm awake.
Darn it.
Oh, where were you?
Oh!
Do
Didn't
keep
know
it down.
anyone else
There you
was
go,
up.
sleeping.
No. Just needed to catch some air.
Understandable. It is... For being tents and a wall, it still seems remarkably suffocating in some ways. I suppose it's just the new environment. But
Yes.
the stars are at least still the stars.
Well, you weren't in this tent either. What were you doing?
Well, reading the stars.
Well, I could have figured that out.
I wanted to
What did
get
they
away from
say?
the lights so that I could better see. That great knowledge would be very important. So I think...
Extremely vague.
I think I will choose Darkmoon. He seems the one with the most knowledge apparent, at the very least. And his squire certainly has been a font of it.
My vote is still for the militaristic strategist. But I guess we will decide that in the morning.
Well, get some rest. I do not yet need to sleep. I'm sure I will join in time.
Well, good luck. And good night. And go to sleep.
The group sleeps in a strange sense. Those of not of this plane in their dreams see distant vision of these strange outer planes in which they spent time in. Riven stays conscious as he watches over a sentry's eye, and Ainsley sleeps normally, because he's kind of a guy.
Someone's gotta be right.
Sitting there, like, just like snoring hella loud.
Got you, he's that guy. In the morning, the group awakes, gathered together, somewhat by sound of siren or wake-up call. The rest of the camp. The day is yours, though you are expected to leave by noon, known second force in other situations arise.
Alright.
Dalen, I'm gonna go instantly check on our prisoners.
I'm going to stop you. Alright, we're not leaving this tent until we have come to a decision.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Who will be going first then?
Well, Ravon, I believe we all know what your sentiments are, but why don't you speak?
Very well.
Speak on.
My decision will be on Sir Darkmoon himself. He has demonstrated having knowledge over the landscape of Kyrium itself. Understanding its environment would mean would provide advantages in terms of tactics, as well as potentially predicting the movements of our enemies, such as the bandits we had fought before who were utilizing guerrilla tactics against us. And
I'm a tactician. I know the tactics.
And he is also from the jungles of My Hill. He is and that place bears fruit of many hardships when it comes to surviving in harsh environments.
Wow.
Like a robot.
I'm not,
That's unfair.
You don't know that I'm a robot. You don't know I'm a robot. You don't know I'm a robot.
I know. I'm saying that you talk like one.
Okay.
Bruh.
I mean, I guess
That's
it's kind.
racist. Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay,
Bad
listen.
I mean,
boxes.
Yes,
it's monotone.
that is technically racist.
Boxes,
his
you
voice
sound
is-
like that too.
I mean,
Calm
his
down.
voice is kind of monotone, but like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of robotic, in the sense that it's monochrome. I mean, monotone.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Right then.
Boxes, this is peak metagaming. I'm gonna have to ask you to reel it in a little.
Ask you to, I'm gonna have to
then,
ask you
yeah.
to
I guess I can't
Kira.
make
Been
jokes
banned?
anymore.
What
Yeah.
are your thoughts?
Well, you see, Sir Darkmoon seems like the obvious choice here because he knows about the land and can guide us through tough situations.
Right?
Hmm.
I
Ainsley.
thought you were gonna say pod.
I almost said so much because of hot.
they all seem like They all seem good. They all seem good, though Sir Darkmoon seems like a good pick.
Well, hold on, everybody. If you would allow me to say my two-piece.
Bad.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Get one piece.
Continue.
What?
That's an
Shut up. You mean, well, whilst the Dark Noon may be a great idea, reminder that we are most likely more competent than the other groups and we would be depriving them of the same man. Additionally, we might have more allies aiding us than the other groups since we took prisoners, who I need to go check on if they're still there, if you do not mind. And then
We have not yet come to a decision.
Yes, I think we should involve them in this informed decision if they're to adventure with us.
And then we can go to them afterwards.
Sure, but I still think that
We
Mr.
have
Dark...
not yet finished this conversation, have we? Now, Liliana.
I've made myself clear yesterday, but my vote is for Lady Solarflare. She has a militaristic mind, which could be very useful in commanding the troops to help us overtake the town of Wailing. The journey is better if we take Darkmoon. The battle is better if we take Solarflare.
I might be inclined to agree you if it wasn't for the disposition of our little group here. Which would be quite grating for...
Miss Solarflare is very uptight. It's not the greatest idea to bring her along.
I have to deal with you all day, so not much of a difference.
Well, let's remind each other who was threatening the prisoners with eating them and who actually got answers.
Do you realize that was my first time ever threatening someone?
Same here.
So, I vote for Darkmoon. And if not Darkmoon, it would be surprise. But I think knowledge is what will serve us best, and Darkmoon, and certainly his squire, do seem to be the ones, at least most readily apparent, to share what they know. And have knowledge that is immediately applicable.
So, what's next? My vote? I don't believe I gave it.
Shut up.
Well, yes, you did seem in a rush to leave and not to actually participate.
Then, since you would like to stop me, allow me, won't you?
She motions.
I would like to provide a counter-offer. Well, you see, if Mr. Surprise is so loose-lipped, who's to say if he was to become captive, he would not similarly be loose-lipped. Additionally, when surviving in harsh terrains can be important, the journey is only half of the battle, and I'm sure we can do that half with our assistance. We don't have much aid in combat, and someone like Surprise, who's a mage, may be able to help us a bit more, especially on the tactics front, considering what type of mage he is. I'd like to counter that we do not have enough information yet to make an informed decision, and we should not come to one as such. Reminder, we have till noon today.
Yes.
Your point is bad, because Lady Solarflare can just do all of that as well.
Well, Lady Solarflare also
and she
doesn't...
has more command of
Well, I hate to pull this little
debate
decision here, but I do believe it is 4 to 1 to 1.
Yes. Sadly.
Unfortunately. Though I still say we don't have enough information to make this informed decision. We should ask
And
them
we
more
likely
what they do.
never will until we see them in action.
We can just
Surely-
ask a question.
Questions will not be enough, and besides, you just said that apparently sharing information with your allies means you are loose-lipped. So,
Well-
I do not think that by your own admission that would be a very good idea.
Well, additionally, also, they shared information with random people. They weren't even sure if we're fully
We're
allied
not
with them.
random people. We helped them fight and were taken to their camp and hired.
Yes, we're hired.
What is
That
your
doesn't make us-
definition of random? Because
Random
I
is
think
people-
yours is horribly skewed.
who aren't filtered through anything. We've barely been filtered, except for one fight. Which
And
isn't
the
enough.
travel
Barely been filtered.
And the getting here. I'm sorry, where are you from?
the Feywilds, and then the elemental plane of water, and then the elemental plane.
Right, so how much did it take you to get here? Do you see my point?
I do see your point, though. I still think, by your logic, asking more questions before coming to this decision is a more intelligent option.
By all means, but I think we have what information we need anyways. And if we dally upon it any longer, we will lose what little surprise we may potentially have.
Yeah, little surprise, as in we should go get surprised. Anyways, yeah, I suppose let's go tell them our decision, and let's hope the adventurers haven't taken theirs already. Post haste, friends. He says this now. He walks out.
I'm still thinking about what the funny.
He seems pretentious.
Okay, look at my token for some reason. Okay, there we go.
Alright. As you all approach?
Oh,
yes.
Sorry. Are they still at the tent?
Yeah, they're still being kept there.
Oh, okay. Well, are they like chained up?
Yeah, they're tied up.
Oh, I said I was going to tie them yesterday.
Oh. I didn't hear that. If you did untie them, I'm going to roll some dice real quick. Please ignore me.
100, you fucking die.
Oh my god, one of them got a natural 20! Oh no.
Which one of them's sticking around and which one of them isn't.
Okay, themes in the morning. As you approach the knights, or as you approach the tents, you can see that they are both.
What?
Well, they're gone again.
What?
As you guys approach the knights show up,
Dalen, you
they're both gone. However, as you guys approach the knights, they will mention we had a recent attempted prison outbreak. It appears that the two had found a way to sever their ties. We were able to get one of them, as they will acknowledge over to the side the dead body of Thames, who rolled very poorly.
No! What the fuck?
This is why you communicate these things to people in charge.
You know, I thought, fuck, guys.
Kind of
I never
a bit.
said anything.
Damn it.
And
This
the
is why
other
I hate organized religion.
What?
What?
one was able to get.
What?
I feel like there's a lot of mixed things you're
Was
saying.
it the Pokemon?
I wonder.
Grimmsnarl.
I wonder how they possibly have gone loose. Oh well.
I wonder.
Maeve shows up a little bit later.
Who will ever know?
Well, I believe
Who knows how they get? Well, they're gone. What?
What?
I cannot believe it.
Not surprising.
How absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that they would go disappearing.
How did they get out?
I can't believe the.
We're unsure.
I can't believe
concerned.
Wait a
their
minute.
hands
Didn't
were
I
tied.
walk up to you all and literally say that we hired them?
I can't
You said
believe
that like
the bandits
with no
escaped.
context.
Yeah,
You said
never explained
you
who
walked
them
up and
was.
said I hired them, and then said nothing past that. Like literally
They
nothing.
didn't
after
even
that.
accept your job offer too, which was pretty funny. They were just like, "Yeah, we'll think about your job offer." They never took it, and you're just like, "All right, well, I'll free you now then."
Well, yeah, I literally said, dude, if you just want to leave, then just leave. I don't care.
Why?
So,
You
so they
literally
wanted
just
to leave,
gave up 34 gold. That's all that happened.
and I'm gonna rob Dalen. You said that the guy's dead body's right there.
Yes.
Does he
Oh
have
my
shit
God.
on him?
No.
Oh, okay, they already took it.
Yes.
Right.
Unfortunate.
So I believe our group
I
has
just
come
shrugged.
to a decision.
All
about,
right.
which of you to take, and I believe that, provided nobody else has already beaten us to the punch, we would like to take Sir Darkmoon.
I see. The other groups actually had already left to go get breakfast before they made their decision. I would happily be able to escort your group.
We
Perfect.
thank you for your assistance.
Of course.
It will be a pleasure to work with you, Sir Darkmoon.
Yes, I believe that it will be a rather enlightening experience. Will
Can you take off the helmet?
No.
Please?
What?
There's a show of camaraderie.
Respect a man's privacy.
How dare you?
It's a show of camaraderie.
Forgive me,
You
but
grow
I
up closeted.
typically do not dress down when I am on the job. Currently, I am serving as a High Knight, and I will dress as one.
Sigh. Not even for a second? Alright then, sir.
Why must you be such a...
Wait, hold on. Does he actually sigh, or does he just say the word sigh?
No, he's actually sighs.
Okay.
Right, well,
He's not one of those people.
I'm going to go and get some food. I don't know about the rest of them, but that's what I'm doing. And she walks off.
I'm also going to.
Alright. If there are any last-minute preparations one would like to make before they head out with Darkmoon, please inform me now. Yes, one of them has a dog.
Excuse me, can I pet your dog?
This one will just kind of look at the dog as the dog will speak up. It's fine, but only for a little bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna pet him.
The girl just kind of like shrugs. Oh yes, this is the good stuff. This is the good. I should not be puddled so often.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
Ravan would ask, he'll talk to Darkmoon for a moment. So Darkmoon, I would like to know what sort of tactics you would like to employ in this environment of Curium.
I believe that one should equate themselves to the beasts of this land, as they should in any sort of hunt. We should not shy away from taking opportunities wherever they make themselves apparent. I believe it would be folly if we were to simply keep our old tactics we would use when fighting Yarning, and not change them here.
I agree.
I believe that we should hit fast and quick, rip out the throat of whoever we fight quickly.
I couldn't agree more. But anyway, do you know any sort of specific intel on how to handle the beasts of the land and take the advantage of what they're capable of?
I've not studied much the animals of this place. That is Bloodfang's area of expertise.
I see.
Yes.
I'll be sure to speak with him more then.
Understandable.
Alright. Anything else anyone would like to do over here?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Alright. As the groups are gathered, the heroes gathered together.
Oh.
We're getting the band back together.
Getting the band back together.
Dalen, how much does studded leather cost normally?
Band back together.
Normally like 35.
Band back together?
Okay, then I'm gonna take the free studded leather.
Okay.
Oh my god, are we getting the band back together?
I sure hope you're not attempting to sell that for personal gain.
Barter.
Pardon. I don't believe it works like that.
Sell isn't the best idea. If we meet a clan out on the street who has none of this, then they may be willing to barter for some of it.
Is the Ancient One Messenger still
Ew.
there?
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh god, what is that thing?
Ah, shoot it! Kill it with fire!
Yeah.
Alright. And so, the groups begin their day-long march, accompanied by 50-some-odd soldiers in tow, as they approach the town of Waning.
Wait, do we actually have to march?
Yes!
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes,
What?
this is
But
a
it's
war.
December. It's
You're
December.
in the...
Knave.
It's almost
I
like
can't make
Guys,
a
I
war.
recently read the book called Night about the Holocaust, and they had to run 42 miles in the winter. So I think
What?
we could do.
That's crazy.
I-
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You just say that.
Just gonna... Honestly, I think it's best if we just move past that.
Yeah, totally.
You know, in the
Right.
Holocaust.
Right. So, anyway,
Anyways,
we're traveling.
Sure they
We're
did,
traveling.
buddy.
Yep, we're.
It's called a novel written by a man, Chris. Okay,
no,
he
no,
was there.
yep, we're traveling. Let me tell
We're
you.
ignoring.
Let me
this
tell
town
you.
Yes, I love
conversation.
traveling for war.
So, while we're traveling,
So
can
anyways,
while we're traveling,
running
can I
away
do a
from you.
nature check to study more of the environment?
Sure, go for it.
All
I'll
right.
help him.
Oh, war,
Sweet.
wait, right?
I have
Let's not
assisted
talk
you.
about the Holocaust.
You have advantage.
I have +5 on nature.
Cool. You're one better than me on it, so you have advantage.
Yay! I need to find it. There
Sorry,
it
I'm at my
is.
daily training quota.
Oh, a natural 20!
What'd you say?
You didn't need it.
Natural 20.
25.
Alright.
Holocaust, right?
I'm sorry, I just can't get over that.
No. Well, you know,
You're gonna have to.
you're gonna need to pretty quickly.
Alright, Riven. As you
I believe
investigate your surroundings, you're able to discern a few things as you go. The first of which is that this place seems to be more wetland type area. You're guessing that there's probably a swamp nearby. In addition, as you kind of observed, you guess that a majority of the animal life here is probably going to be avian in nature. Not too many four-legged beasties.
Okay. Any notable avians in the area?
Bloodhawks.
Oh, okay.
Those sound pleasant.
You know.
Do they drink blood?
They
Are they
Are they red?
Are they called blood?
Are they called-
Red?
I didn't want to say it, but you went ahead and said it.
they are essentially just like big vultures, are what bloodhawks are.
So,
okay.
so they're red. That's what I'm.
So they're called bloodhawks because they're red.
Yes.
Why?
Bloodhawks are an actual creature, and that's what makes me mad.
Okay. Sorry, did I ask?
Painful.
Are they red?
Yes.
Are they red? So.
Yes, they're.
Wreck.
All right, let me know when you can see your tokens.
Yeah,
Hmm?
so I guess while I'm loading and others are loading, so what would be the migration patterns for the hawks?
Wait. All right. How do you gather that from just looking at them?
Hey, I got a natural 20, man. You never know.
Doesn't mean you know everything.
Perfect score. Perfect score.
Also, that's a skill check. You don't automatically succeed everything.
Oh my
Let
god.
me give you their exact meeting history too.
Yeah, what's their exact mating?
Hey,
call?
I mean, you never know when we see like a flock of bloodhawks flying in a specific direction.
Hang on,
It's
he gave us
something.
the-
Plot relevant. It's
Why would we need to know their migration
In
pattern
the near
anyways?
future, it's going to be
I
very
mean-
plot relevant.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know.
Guys, guys,
No, we
guys,
do know. and
this
it's
is
not
very
gonna come up
important.
again.
We'll find the enemy by following the migration patterns of the
Hey, I
bloodhawks.
mean.
Find the gang called the
I'm gonna
Bloodhawks,
make that a
and they'll
plot
only
point now,
follow the
specifically
migration
for
patterns of Bloodhawks.
just to fuck with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Dark Moon will say the following
What
as
is
you all eventually make it there. You all will interrogate the town first. We'll set up a count just around about an hour or so from the town. Do not cause any waves and do not start an attack now.
I
Most
don't
likely
think
you are
we
not
should-
prepare for such an event.
Just in a thing, I don't think we should think of this as an interrogation. A scouting mission, to say. Let's learn what the townfolk are about and what their government is, so that perhaps we could resolve this peacefully with the town people, instead of battling the gang.
Ideally, that would be nice. Whatever works,
Oh,
however you do it, do it. Just don't cause too much problems. Understood?
understood, sir.
We'll try
I
not
give
to
him,
stand out, but I make no promises.
I give him a salute.
Fortunately, you're in Kyrium. Your innate appearance won't cause any immediate attention, as everyone here is some manner of freak, but I'm from my hill, so I guess I can't say it's going to be different.
You shouldn't think your location so lowly, but alas, let us get on with it, I suppose. No point staying around here, right?
And most of us are already gone.
Well, they're already gone.
As you
Wait till the
approach, you see a somewhat interesting sight. As you approach, you see 5 wooden houses, each of which built up into a sort of wooden cabin almost. To your right, you see fields as a lone worker sort of toils in it. As you approach, you can see that the inside of the wall is inside of the town, listed with more brick and more fine material, has about a hip-high stone wall around its perimeter, as well as a wooden gate that opens itself up to the rest. You see, as common folk buy and sell and do what they do, you see a rather strange-looking individual, wearing fully in white, a mask over their face. They appear to be just chilling about.
Being chilling.
I'm gonna go up to this fine lady.
Oh, hello there. What brings you to our little town?
We're just traveling. Excuse me, this is a weird question, but and I point to this guy.
Oh, no weird question at all. It's good to know who's calling the shots when you're around. Yes, Crimson Painters. They're a smaller sort of gang that's shown up around here recently. They've had their hold over this town for around a year or so. So long as you don't intend to cause any waves, you should be fine.
How many of them are there in here?
We're not sure. People show up here and there, though I believe that the leader likes to keep around 6 on him at most times. I don't suppose you're trying to gather intel for any sort of hostile takeover, are you?
Oh no, I'm just curious. I'm writing a book about the gangs of Kyria, so...
Is that so? Well, I'm sorry to say it, Missy, but it appears in 3 months or so that book will probably be outdated in all hells.
Still be used in schools.
I suppose, but it won't be that accurate. Gangs change hands, leaders, numbers all the time. It wouldn't surprise me if by next week some other individuals show up, start a new gang, conquer half of Kyria, and then die off some of it. It's hard to document these things.
Yep, I'm trying. Now about this leader. Do you have anything else about him?
Not much, I'm afraid. He keeps rather secret, though I would say that it's best not to get on his bad side.
Would it be possible to meet him?
Well, actually, you might be fortunate. I hear he was planning to call a town meeting here in a little bit.
I'll be sure to attend.
Well, might as well not. There's an inn in town if you're weird.
Thank you.
Alright. You all find yourselves in town, as Lillian said. Liliana, not Lillian.
There's a town meeting being held soon.
Oh,
We're
well.
gonna be able to see the leaders. Or the leader.
I think
Charge.
we do well to speak to others. They'll be cautious. Be that as it may, I'm going to go talk to that one over there.
Alright. As you approach this guy, he's kind of gonna look up. You got a problem?
I was just saying hello.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
I was wondering, you're dressed very oddly, though I suppose I don't have much room to talk. Is there any reason?
Well, it's a little thing we like to call symbolism. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not.
I'm familiar with the concept, yes.
It's about projecting, a sense of purity. We're not in it for the blood. We're not in it for the money. We're in it because we feel it. We're in it because there's ideals. There are reasons.
What?
For the blood money.
For the blood and the money. That's a great conversation. If you want to have it, you should definitely speak to the leader about that. He knows all about it. He knows how to speak, let me tell you. I wasn't really sold on it, and then suddenly he started talking, and bam, you know what? I believed him. He talked about ideals and virtue, and you know what? I was there for it.
What kind of ideals and virtues?
That's very specific questions. If you got a problem like that, you should definitely bring it up with him. But
so you are part of some affiliation of which you.
Are you questioning? Are you questioning him?
Oh, I'm not questioning him. I'm merely trying to show that I was listening to you.
Look, all right. I may not have all the answers. He does. That's the important part. All right. How about you try not to just, ask too many of those silly questions?
Right.
Would it be possible?
They're very strange.
Would it be possible for Ravon to use a martial check to study, well, the general fortifications and defense,
Sure.
such?
Make me a martial check.
Yep. I gotta click on my token.
Ainsley, what are you up to?
A natural one. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to these people.
All right. You see as they somewhat hushedly talk between each other.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk up and be like, "Hello, what's your name? What are you guys doing?"
They will somewhat freak out. Name's
Hello.
Huntel. This is Dahlia.
Hello, I am new in the area and I wish to know information about the area.
Well, if you want to know, truth is, the place is being ran by a sociopath. Say, you look like you got a pretty good glaive on, yeah?
Yes.
Well,
And
I'm just thinking, I might need you here in the future. What's your name?
my name is
Ainsley.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah, I could definitely use you.
Name Ainsley, occupation paladin.
If you're
Occupation paladin.
if you're interested in taking down a tyrant, we should definitely keep in touch.
Are you trying to hire me to take down a tyrant?
No, I wouldn't ever say that. I'm just saying if you're interested, an opportunity might arise.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, see you. Alright.
Okay.
Kira, you walk over to this guy. You see as this guy sort of tenderly treats the field as he takes care of these crops, moving back and forth, watering them, deviating them.
wrong person.
Hang on, I'm on deck, right? Or
yeah. What's up? Hello.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name's Ted Nile. Let me reach out a handshake for you.
Here, what?
Oh,
his hand's broken. Wait,
No.
no, it's not.
As you reach out for his hand, you can see that it is very calloused and well worn. This man is well accustomed.
Would you like me to... actually, I can't do that. Here shakes his hand.
Sorry. You got a mighty fine handshake on you there, kid. What brings you into town?
The view, tourism, the usual.
Honestly, not much to see here. We're just some low-life little farm in town. If you're looking for something interesting, I hear that there's a rather beautiful sight. Apparently some giant spine of a creature that forms a mountain. Honestly, quite beautiful.
And where would that happen to be?
Farther north, farther into the, well, I believe they want to call them the Tartarus Mountains, but, well, that's just a goofy name, isn't it?
Well, nothing's goofy if it has motivation.
I suppose so. You look like the scholarly type. Not much one for vacationing, unless it's, I guess, an off semester or so.
Well, the last time I was in school was about 11 years ago?
Oh, my word. You, look rather dashing for your age, then, I should say.
Well, thank you, good sir.
Anything.
21.
I
Oh no.
He assumes
21?
that you've like graduated
Yeah.
and stuff, so he's like, "Oh shoot, you
I thought
graduated."
you were
Oh.
17.
No,
I
I
thought
never
you were like
finished.
4.
No, I never finished
I thought
elementary
you weren't
school.
born
He's
yet.
lying. He's lying through
Still
his
your
teeth.
mind.
I thought you were an embryo in the womb.
Wait, who's
I
lying?
thought you weren't even conceived yet.
I'm not lying.
Aren't we
I am
all the
21.
embryos in the womb of the earth?
Here's gonna do
No,
Ted
we're not.
Tedniel a favor, and if he has like any messy patches on his clothes, he's just gonna prestigitate them away.
Ah,
Just gonna put sticky notes on them.
just gonna.
Yeah, no, he has sticky notes like with sparkles on them. It's
Why
like,
do you thank you,
oh,
stranger?
spot one,
I'm
spot two.
grateful for that.
Oh yeah, you're very welcome. What crop are you growing?
Ah, this stuff. And it goes down. I believe they called it Earth Bones. It's a silly name.
Dirt bones?
Earth Bones.
Oh.
Essentially, it's druidically enhanced plants that apparently leached off the cursed water. It's druid terms far over my head. But as far as I'm concerned, these little plants can be used to create bread and wheat and other sort of such things that fill someone off of a single bite. Much like elven bread, but rather differently made.
Could I possibly have some?
Well, if you want raw earth bones, I suppose you could, though it's not much eatable till it's been ground down.
Well, yeah, of course. I was just thinking I might be able to do something with it, you know?
I suppose so. He'll kind of reach down as he pulls off one of the stems and hands it to you. Do what you will with it.
Takes it, puts it away.
Alright.
Well, pleasure meeting you, Ted.
As you finish with this conversation, a loud bell sounds, apparently calling for a town meeting. As this individual here, a rather goofy-looking one, begins to cry, "Town meeting! We're having a town meeting!"
Oh, Dylan, can I not talk to this guy?
As you are approaching that guy, the town meeting started.
Oh,
Get cucked.
damn.
Face.
Get
Get destroyed.
cucked.
Oh, good.
Let me gather all the people. Hold on.
Stand next to
Not
me,
next to him.
guys.
I'm gonna stand next
Get
to
up
him
front.
still.
You really got cock blocked by the bell.
Actually, oh, wow,
So,
no one's up there, so I'm gonna stand here.
I'm here often.
Come here.
Just stand next to me and push my light.
You come to your village often?
Come to your house. Come to your own home often.
Yeah, he's like,
Yes.
"Oh, how often are you?
These
guys?"
people begin exiting the houses as they sort of like line up and gather in a large group.
Something said exile.
This guy goes in front, this guy's here. These people all walk.
Leo Whitefang is here? Oh no, wait, that
Leo
guy's
White-
name
Leo
is
White
Huntel.
Fang?
Leo
Okay,
Whitefang
no,
from
I'm sorry, I-
Leo White Fang?
I looked at Huntel from a distance and I thought it was Leo Whitefang.
What?
Yeah.
Leo White Fang?
That's just not
How?
even close. That's just not even close. That's just
It is like
objectively not
he has
even-
like the brown around his neck. and,
Leo
like,
White boy?
inside.
So Leo White Boy, true.
He just doesn't have the brown hair.
I like Sir Skeeply.
I really like exile.
Oh no.
Cool.
The scary music, guys.
Oh no, it's the sticky town.
Approaching from the other end of the town. Another somewhat comedic sight, though dangerously looking. An individual dressed all in white, pale skin that reflects his clothing, as well as similarly pale hair, carries with him a singular knife that he flicks between his fingers as he walks with a strange confidence. Next to him lies some trollish figure, bearing a mighty club, armored with mismatched pieces of steel and other sort of odds and ends that he can find as they lumber forward. He'll kind of raise his hands. Hello, everyone! Welcome. Good to see you all. Now, you may be wondering why I called this town meeting, and to be frank, it's for a very specific reason. Now, as you all know, I try to keep a peaceful demeanor in town. We're not here to harm you, we're simply here to get what we need and head out. And we don't want any trouble. Unfortunately, I believe some people here wanted to cause a little bit of trouble for us. And as we all know, in this town, we here buy peace. Which is why it pains me that I have to do such a horrible, horrible thing. Two painters' hands suddenly disappear as they grab the legs of Huntel and Dahlia. As they are pulled through the floor, they find themselves wound up in front of this man here, Elverst. Now, like I said, I didn't want to have to do anything crucial or mean, but alas, as he kind of shrugs, he will leisurely flick his knife as he will cut the throat of Huntel, killing him instantly.
Yo, sir, you should calm down a bit there.
As you speak up, this guy will yell, "No interrupting! We're having a meeting!" As he kind of like lumbers his mighty club. It's such a waste that such beautiful and wise people had to end up like this. But it's the fate of those who'd like to cause a little bit of trouble, as he leisurely cuts Dahlia's throat as well. Now, that's all I have to say. I believe these men will know how to carry on from there. Like I said, Toodles, as he kind of like waves his hand to walk back towards the house in which he entered, leaving the bodies bleeding in the street.
Well, I'm gonna go up to them and check that if they're actually dead or not, or if I can save them.
Oh, they are dead.
Okay.
If you can't check your heart, check your pockets.
I'm gonna go up to Bahidi and say, can I go tell Sir Darkmoon about this?
Yeah, I mean, we can't just let this slide, right?
The town seems remarkably unshocked by what has happened.
About him.
Man, he's done a bit.
Are they killed like every week? Like,
isn't that a bit confusing that this would happen since they've been peaceful so far? I say to this man.
Well, at least what he says, he only has to do it when people are causing trouble. It's keeping the peace, really.
How many times does he do it?
Oh, I don't know. It's not that frequently, really.
Well, how many people has he done it to, my friend?
He thinks for a minute. I don't know. I would say I lost count, but that's a negative connotation. That's not really what I mean. It's just that it doesn't really happen that often, only when people are causing trouble.
You're in support of him, yes.
I mean...
Literally getting mansplained, manipulated, manifested.
I mean,
misled, manipulated,
I wouldn't say support him. I mean, he's just, he's the one in charge right now, and, for the most part, he's kept a very peaceful town here.
I'm gonna cast a message to his head. I'm gonna say, what if I were to say others could be in charge?
He'd call you crazy.
He'll kind of give you a little bit of a side eye. Really shouldn't, be doing stuff like that.
No one can hear us, my friend. No one can hear us.
Oh no, he's speaking out loud.
Oh.
We probably shouldn't do that. We're not really supposed to touch our
friend.
It's kind of looked down upon.
Friend.
The magic's here.
Friend.
Hey, is he looking obviously distressed?
Yes.
Well, friend.
I think my friend here has had too much to drink. I'll take him with me. She'll grab Maeve and pull him away.
Darius.
I will see you later,
my brothers. Shut up.
I will see
my
you
brother
later.
has always been not good at talking to people.
You should learn to hold your tongue. What did I say earlier about thinking before you say things?
I had him on the ropes. He was this close to breaking.
Had him on the ropes.
Yes. I don't know what you were saying to him, but he looked incredibly distressed. He wouldn't have broken in your favor. He would have told them whatever you were saying.
Don't worry about it. It would have worked
Don't
out.
worry about it. We just saw two people get their throats slit in the middle of a town and nobody...
You know what else we just saw? I cast a message to him. Us lose our most advantageous position into attacking, since we just lost 2 combatants. That's what we just saw.
Alright, she's gonna drag him further outside and then slap him.
That was a message. That was a message. Alright.
In the meantime, can I sort of study what did he do to just suddenly pull them towards what the leader just did to pull Hunter and Dahlia?
Make me a marshal.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to...
No.
This creature has superior deadly.
Army again.
Oh my god, I got another natural one!
You got a nat 20 and then 2
It's baffling.
I've never seen something like this before.
Or Alan.
Liliana.
Vox.
You approach Fairmean.
Hi. What was that?
Yeah, it's... Well, not the greatest sight, I know, but it's it's the thing we have to offer for protection. He keeps a tight ship around here, and we've been very well protected with his men. We just need to understand that he has certain boundaries that they crossed, I suppose.
How often has he done this?
Oh, I would say bi-weekly or so. Adventurers show up for other sort of members or guests. He typically doesn't harm any of the long-term residents. But the newer ones who decide to call themselves their home, people he believes that are trying to usurp this from him, are typically who he makes examples of.
Be sure to write that down. And what were the leaders' names again? Him and his lodge associate?
His name is Albert Kalle, and that troll he keeps with him is named Bimbly.
Pulls out a little notepad and writes all this down. Thank you. Bad news, we might be next.
I wonder why.
So they do it to adventurers who try to take this place.
Of course.
Luckily for us, we
Why
have an
wouldn't
army.
they? What do you think this was? Why wouldn't they? It's just basically a free example that no one cares about.
Alright, then
I am going to go and tell Sir Darkmoon about all
I'm
this.
gonna go talk to somebody. Goodbye.
I don't think
fine.
I should talk to any. No.
Hey, you should follow me.
I feel like we're a
Go over
corrupt
here and
family
record
fighting
everything from-
and breaking apart.
I'm gonna stand here.
Ainsley's just like, I'm just chilling.
I'm
It's
just
fine.
chilling.
I'm guarding this house.
I'm
Bahiti, you should follow me.
Perhaps
Yeah,
instead of
Ravan will go
talking to
with
people,
Ainsley, actually.
Perhaps.
just shown that you are
with me and just
very
standing
bad
here.
at.
Well, he's gonna
Just
ask you
follow
about
me.
something.
We should look rather than listen.
I just want to ask about the crops and how they're doing.
I could tell you that by looking at it.
Did you say crops?
Yes, I just wanted to know, mostly,
Let's go look.
if we could get any.
We'll go look at them.
Maeve, did you say
Well, is it-
crops?
Yes, I said crops.
Well,
Not
Well,
not
you're funny,
Crick,
man.
shut the fuck up.
no, here, whips out some earthbone.
Oh.
I got some.
Here, let me look at that.
Nice.
And I'm
Hands
done
up the
recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna inspect the plant and see what I can glean.
Dylan, his math tool's broken.
No.
Hold up, let me roll some
Hold
dice
on.
real quick.
Yeah, I want to roll.
Oh,
Let
you got a
let me do
natural
little
one,
roll.
too?
Yeah, wait, and
me do a roll.
You got a natural one too, huh?
Let me
what?
No, we're good. We're
No.
all good.
This is literally.
Yeah, I mean, also,
That's not right.
why are you? Yeah, I was just rolling there. Okay, what am I?
Alright, guys,
rolling
now
for
we know
this?
he has +1 charisma. Let's go.
If I'm
Let's
Free
go.
martial check.
if I'm expecting this plant, what am I?
Nature check.
Nature check. Okay,
Pretty much.
Christmas
Nature check.
saves.
I will roll a nature check. I got a 9, unless anybody wants to.
I can chime in.
You're not there.
You're like all the way over here.
Yeah, well, you can walk and show it
Talking
to me.
These two,
You can
I'm
show it to
talking
me.
These two jokers who are standing right
You
next to
can
me.
show it to me later.
Well, yeah, but I'm doing the check now. I can show it to you later, and you can do a different check.
Yeah.
I'm asking to see if either of these two is helping me, especially, the one who actually
I'll
learned
help
something.
you. I'll help you.
You're not there!
You're not even there.
He
Just
is!
came back from talking.
I'm gonna
The
give him the
guy.
help action.
The squire.
One of them.
It's me,
How?
Mr.
They're an
Squire.
hour away.
Yeah, they're
an hour
far.
away?
Yeah.
Yes!
Well, yeah, they said
Wait.
that they were going to march up. He would have left you. He would have
shit.
told you, try not to look suspicious, like you have a contact. Only contact if it's absolutely necessary. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you should try to stay in town.
Yo, Bahiti.
Okay, I did not know that.
Dylan, can I help Bahiti?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
we're doing great rolls here.
yeah.
You
Only
can
one
tell
out
that
did-
this plant is not wholly natural occurring. By that, it's more like
Oh,
Oh no.
this
Keep going.
plant has actually been touched by druidic magic. for years, but that's
You
about
cut
all
out
I
it
can
by
ascertain.
that.
Shit. Okay, so not too much then. So by that you can tell that it's been touched by druidic magic and over the ages. Other than that, nothing much too special about it.
Odd. Most curious. Well, I say that we go ahead and find somewhere to rest for the night.
I'm gonna take a bite out of it.
Oh,
Raw?
Yeah.
that's not a good idea, my
Power-leveling
friend.
alchemy.
My friend, can I cook that first?
Nope. I take a bite out of it.
Oh,
You bite into essentially raw maize. It's really crunchy with a weird sort of like semi-juiciness. It's definitely a weird texture. But, shockingly, you seem rather filled.
would you allow me to cook one of those if we could get another before you eat it?
I don't think you would get much satisfaction out of it. You'd only be able to eat one bite. She tosses it back.
Well,
But it is effective. I am curious of its origins.
I don't think we should worry about that too much or ask about that too much. Only draw more suspicion and bring our date
Yes,
closer.
this is why we stop asking questions and we start looking.
Looking? Where do you suggest we look?
Well, perhaps at the building in which they return to see how well it is guarded. If it is guarded, what are they doing there? How many men are around? Where are you going?
Post haste if you want to get there.
Don't just
Okay, you
walk
need
up
to
the
stop going
building.
in front of everyone, okay? You gaslit
And
yourself.
he's-
I don't think you're the
he's
best one to
walking-
lead.
All right, I'm going to
Stop.
look around here. What do these buildings look like they are for?
Well, there's actually signs on them. Let me introduce you to these little buildings. This first one right here is the inn. As you can see, is that Exilia person that you saw before seemed to walk back, or Exile, that person seemed to walk back.
Yes, exile.
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 No.
Exile is spelled differently.
This appears to
Could
be
be
a
exile.
general store.
Yeah, it makes the I sound.
You're almost boring.
This appears to be some sort of storehouse. This appears to be some sort of grinding mill. And this right here appears to be the town manor. In addition, these two small houses over here appear to be just that, just houses.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
nope. The moment I see you walking over towards him, nope, I grab you.
Do you know where somebody could get a good bite to eat here? Please.
Yeah,
I
the
just
general
want the
store
food.
has a restaurant next to it.
Really? What do they sell?
Food?
Like what food?
Stop asking more questions. Just
I
go.
just want food.
Just go. Then go. He told you where.
Yeah, but
and maybe the alcohol will have less effect on you after you've put more in your stomach. Now go.
That's true.
And she pushes you.
That's true. Objectively correct.
Yeah, so Ravon would ask Ainsley...
I'm gonna go check out the
Yeah,
storehouse.
Ravon would ask
I'm gonna go check out the
Ainsley,
restaurant.
yeah, he would ask Ainsley, so what were you talking about with those two people before they were, you know, he does the knife throat gesture.
They
How about you
They,
two people some bitches? We're gonna fuck.
tried to hire me
Hi.
to kill the leader.
Well, that certainly explains the execution.
We can't just let this slide, right?
We came
No,
here
it
on a
would
mission, and well,
That would be stupid to just go in right now and,
that is correct.
you know,
We must be opportunistic. We must assess our opportunities before taking them.
we should probably look around more.
Agree.
Alright, I
Alright.
am gonna do that. And by that,
Alright.
I kind of I wanna look around this general area, like before, like outside the wall, and see if there's anything that kind of seems like
Yeah.
more out of the
Can
ordinary.
I assist?
Alright. Sure.
Yeah.
As the group splits up, each to investigate a different part of town. That is where we'll call it for tonight, actually.
Alright.
Okay, I want
Good
to-
work, everyone.
I imagine
I
you wanted
was
to
not
talk to Colin.
expecting that fucking...
I wanted to do that, but also one of the things I was going to ask him is if anything was going to be done with the bodies, because otherwise I was going to take the stuff off them, because they're dead and they don't need it.
True.
Don't need it. Hey, man, that's disrespectful.
druid here. I don't care. They're dead.
True.
returned
And
to
yeah, when I was writing it, because I had the idea for this boss for a little bit, I was like, man, how do I just like get in the heads? You know, like he's just an evil guy, like zero moral conundrum. He's just evil. And I was like, yeah, he'll just kill people. That's fine.
Dalen,
What's up?
level up question.
What?
Why? For you
We
whining?
watched them die, okay? We got emotionally damaged.
Excuse me, I
Oh my
spoke to
God.
them, and I hadn't felt I had a
We
real
made it a
connection.
full session with everyone here. We should have
Oh
No,
my
excuse
god.
me.
Truth.
I had a
It's
real,
actually Damon's
I had a
concerning.
real emotional
I
connection
don't know why.
to that one bandit that died.
Oh, Vince? Dude,
Yeah.
didn't get a name till this session?
He didn't last very long.
No, he rolled a 4. And apparently Grimsnarl, who's not that stealthy.
I think
rolled a
Chris is
nat
just too
20.
used to the liberators of the Hadar boss rush system.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not used to the boss rush. That's the problem. I need to
No,
get
this-
used to
this
this.
I mean,
kill
for
thing.
liberators of
Th-
Hadar,
this-
we
this
pretty
is
much
pretty
leveled up
standard.
almost every session.
Compared
That is
to
true.
his last character from the Feywild, this is basically, yeah, this is what I expected.
What? The last one wasn't as bad, or wasn't as good. Okay, they weren't as much of a bit.
That's true. They were less whiny. They
So,
were about as good
seemingly
at
court,
planning.
unseemly.
Yeah, basically. This one doesn't want to end the world. They just want something good to eat.
We just want some pussy.
All I'm saying is, if we take over the city, I'm making their grain in a cereal.
What a
It's
threat.
crunchy,
Ah,
it's
man, we gotta
juicy.
make that.
and-
No,
I'm sure
no,
we
it's
can
because he
cook out.
ate raw wheat.
Kelly true?
Why cereal when you can make like
Look,
bagels?
No, shut up.
it's natural
They
and
live-
organic.
Yeah, Dalen,
Raw
listen.
food meat.
Dalen,
Raw plants.
Dalen, what is the main ingredient in wheat flakes if not wheat?
No, I understand, but it's not juicy when it's ground and milled.
Yeah, that's perfect. We don't
Wait,
want
hold on.
juicy cereal.
Wait, hold on. Did you say
You said
cereal was
juicy.
juicy? Why
You're
is-
the
why-
one that said it.
What cereal are you eating that's juicy?
Are you thinking of milk?
Gosh.
Are you
Yes,
trying to describe
this cereal
milk?
has a fruit filling in it.
Can we make milk?
Yes.
I can't wait for them to break open.
Can we create milk,
raspberries
Dalen?
in my
Dalen,
milk.
has milk been
You say
developed yet?
create?
By raspberries, I mean
Milk
raspberry
been de-
flavored
Chris,
filling.
milk has been developed since like forever. It's just
Like
been
the
more
rise
safe
of-
to
it's
drink
like the rise of
since-
civilization.
Dalen, how long has
Can we
milk
civilization
existed?
speedrun?
We are
Dalen, how long has milk existed?
since like
like
the dawn of
thousands of
civilization.
years.
Okay, alright, then Dalen, explain this simple blow to me.
How can milk exist and not cereal? How could it exist for 1,000 years in our own
Hey, you know
history?
what?
Made a
You'd
cereal,
be more
Dalen.
likely to get like oatmeal than you would cereal.
Dalen, where is the ice cream? If milk is
Oh my
Invented in
my
Japan.
Where's the cheese?
Hey, it's almost like ice cream. It's,
Cheese is a thing. They have cheese.
Yeah.
They have understand what curdling milk is.
cheese isn't real.
Oh my god.
A weird
One,
fantasy
get
element.
that sacrilege out of here. Cheese is amazing. 2, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Who are you people? What bizarro world situation do I live in?
Oh
What is
my
going
god.
on?
What
Are
happened?
you just like really hungry today?
Yeah, I haven't eaten all day. I'm so hungry.
Why haven't you?
Also, the Destiny 2
Go eat something.
Forsaken main
I
menu
can't.
seem really do be playing.
Shut up. Shut up that it's a Destiny 2 song.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I played Destiny 2. I like Destiny 2.
That's the issue. Based on Destiny 2 film. Save campaign. Nice. Alright. But yeah. Thank you all for playing. I hope you all had fun. Hopefully that was a little bit of a good time. I
And
hope.
next time,
I
kill
hope
again.
you all. I hope you all.
Or at least start
ev-
to kill one.
I hope you all heavily dislike Maeve.
yes.
If you
Yeah.
don't, then you're a sociopath.
I mean, look, we're
How can you not?
maybe we put a vote to who we keep in the group or not.
Maybe we
I don't
should.
know.
Maybe we should kill off one of our own and feed him
No,
to the guy.
kill them. We just exile them.
You just let them be
Hey,
taken.
where's
Now, hear me
Brimstone?
out.
Is he still around?
Just wait.
What if
Don't
we have
make me
a-
save you.
We just put them on a boat going
Somewhere.
not here.
Just
Somewhere.
wait till next level. I'll be your biggest help. Don't
Now,
worry.
hear me out. It might be good to have a
Yeah, you
distraction.
say that
If
as
that
a-
Yeah, and I'll
distraction
also
or
be able to
not,
shoot you with lasers, so it'll win-win.
You know, I get lasers at 3rd level. Frick you.
Yeah, I get lasers at
Yeah,
second.
and I'll be able to fucking.
I get lasers whenever I want. F you.
and I'll also
Well,
be
yeah,
here.
but you're the DM. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
Your
when
lasers
I
are-
just make something with lasers. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Your lasers are objectively less cool.
yeah, as the DM, what do you get?
Ratio.
Yeah. Oh, what's the DM?
X,
get
he gets to
level?
throw harder enemies at us.
They get the deadly traits.
Also, be
No,
quiet,
I thought
they'll start
level
throwing
2 was
stuff with lasers at
tactician.
us.
I thought that
level 2 is deadly.
is level 2 not cunning?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's whatever. It's whatever I
Chris,
decide.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Technically, if I want to be real, anything that does 7 damage has the superior deadly trait at this point. Like,
It's true. It's true. Hi, I have 10 HP here.
I have
Like-
11.
Hi,
Yeah,
one of our
13.
guys had 7.
that's what
Hey,
I'm
Dylan,
referring to.
Dylan,
Yeah.
Like-
do these guys have the superior deadly trait?
Technically, since they can deal over 7 damage,
Oh,
yes,
no.
but like, no. So essentially, your
Greater
guys' goal,
superior deadly.
ideally, you aren't just going to like throw yourselves at them. You'll like be like, oh, let's get as many people as way so we can.
Yeah, I was assuming this was like that freaking Ark and Dragons. After this, we'll have nothing to. I'm kidding, but yeah, I was assuming it was like this Ark, that Ark and Dragons were stuck in a basement, and we had to make friends, which was an extremely painful experience. I hate roleplay.
Surprisingly, Chris, the hardest roleplay that you've ever experienced has been getting along with someone.
In fairness,
What do you mean? I get along well with all my parties.
I think
It
also
did,
that dragon session, I'm pretty sure it was mostly me and Ollie.
No, it wasn't. I persuaded like
you're-
3 dudes. Frick you.
I'm pretty sure your mic wasn't working for most of that one.
It wasn't, but I also talked, and I'm gonna that validates me.
All right, yeah, but I was the one who got the guy with the centipedes.
Yeah, but I was the one who
That was the hard one,
ended.
anyways.
But I was. Why do I keep making people end up dead randomly for my stupid decisions? Why,
Oh,
Dalen,
no,
why,
Chris. Why?
Dalen,
why
Maybe,
is that?
maybe you should.
Dalen, why don't you punish me for my stupid decisions, not the people around me?
Because that's my job.
It's really, let me be clear. It's really convenient, you know? It's real convenient.
Dalen, I'm the master. I'm like very good at talking and telling people to do things. I'm very bad at making sure they don't die while they
Are
do.
you?
Yeah, everyone does
I mean,
it.
it's
Are
not
you?
fine.
Because
I don't know.
also in the one where you convinced the 3 people, Wealth was also there helping you.
Yeah, and then they all died.
Yeah, but
And
we
then
didn't.
And you know, I also convinced the barbarian to go in front and fight the boxer. And I convinced Raziel to go up and help him, and he died.
He wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. That's a totally different.
But I
thing.
did convince the boxer to go up and
Yeah, but you
die.
also You also ran into that fight at a point when he literally could no longer move or threaten us if we stood in one spot, and you guys were like, "No, I'm going to stand next to him.
Skill issue.
This is a good idea. Nothing wrong could happen here."
I was using Zephyr's
This-
effective.
You could have walked up to 10 feet from him, been completely safe, and then shot him.
I blame Dalen. He has killed all my friends. Ragnar and
That's just-
Holiday.
This is
I'm a god, and apparently
Also-
I can't save them. Like he can't save them all.
no,
man.
I won't comment on that.
I want Ragnar and Holiday back.
Who?
Ragnar and Holiday, the car. They're
Yeah,
great.
they must not have been in that important.
Holiday carried.
They're dead now.
Highly debatable.
No.
Look,
Are Dalen, whose afterlife are they in?
Right now?
Yeah.
Who said they're dead? They could be alive.
They died in combat, but they died fighting for Arborea.
Well, you said they were dead.
What?
No, they're super dead. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't thought that far. What for me?
Oh, Dalen, can
I have not plotted out the afterlives of every single one.
Wow, Dalen, I can't believe you do this.
Imagine.
Dalen, can I bring him to my super epic afterlife that totally doesn't just look like hell? It's just a lot of fire. It's just a lot of fire. It's just fireball constantly. Everywhere. Fireball. Fireball! I love that spell.
Mm-hmm.
We are very aware.
Man, just wait till next level and then that'll be me, but guiding bolt.
Yay, fireball! Wait, that's not fireball.
No, it's not. It's guiding bolt.
Worse.
That's not firebolt.
Guiding bolt is good.
It is.
Good spell.
Non-fire spells? What is this? A
Yeah,
baby
radiant.
game?
Radiant.
What? Yeah, do
Also
that.
known as the better fire.
Fuck you. You can't cast fireball and be radiant damage. It's legal. It says in the Bible.
I can do better.
Page 7. Idiot. Go read
I
it.
can do better than fireball.
No. Prove
I
it.
can
Do it
control.
right now. Right now. Right now.
Alright, cool. I cast plant growth and then I cast entangle.
Bullshit.
You do these things. You kind of
Now what I'm
They
looking,
can't
that
move.
doesn't sound like 16 d6 of damage.
Cool.
With
I
the
cast
same-
I cast plant growth and then I cast spike growth.
Right. That still doesn't sound like 16 d6 of damage.
It is when they start to move.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like immediate and like
I
fireball.
don't need it to be immediate
How
because then I start moving them.
could you do this to me, Wolf? I just want to cast fireball.
You can cast fireball. At like,
no one's
actually,
stopping
does
you.
Artificer ever get fireball?
No.
No, you can't cast fireball. Sucks.
Wait, if I go Battlesmith, I think they do.
What?
Let me check.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
That
no,
sounds wrong.
Lay down.
Artillerist?
They don't.
Might? Artillerist.
I think Artillerist does, yeah.
Artillerist gets it.
Versus
What are you planning on going, Chris?
I don't know.
Man, if
You-
Battlesmith
Hey,
had
I mean,
Fireball, I'd be using it by now.
yeah, no. Artillerist.
You know,
gets it.
what makes sense for Maeve? Because either way, in combat, I think it would be pretty funny if he wasn't
mean-
actually doing anything. Just everything
Yeah,
else
you're-
was doing things for him.
You're lazy, so I mean, Artillerist gets you to. You can summon a cannon to do all your work for you.
Battlesmith also gets me to summon something to do all my work for me.
Yeah.
And I can
But,
craft
like,
better.
You can. I don't know. You could flavor like you just made a bunch of turrets and now they're sticking off of you everywhere, and now they do everything for you.
Oh, armorer. I just have my armor work for me instead of doing
Yeah, but
anything.
You're
still, like,
basically
actually-
Iron Man.
You still have to do all of it.
No. I get the lightning cannon, and my armor just has an like AI in it that just does everything for me. I don't even have to think it. There is no strategy involved.
Jarvis, send me a picture of this guy's balls.
Jarvis, don't make me black. Jarvis, why am I black? I love that meme. So good.
How do you talk to
Have you not seen the Jarvis "Why am I black" meme? It's great.
Can't say that I have.
Man, I rolled 2 natural ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I
terrific.
also rolled like garbage.
In a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I rolled at all today.
I think I rolled
it
twice.
happens.
So how about those
Right.
migration patterns? I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, how about those bikes?
But check out
That's
this
like the
nomad
most
guy.
specific thing you could have asked in that moment. You're like, so what are their migration patterns? It's like, how the fuck would you know that?
That just shot that shot me like so many just like
Like, there's no possible way for you to know that.
I mean,
Like,
I mean,
could-
skill
you
issue?
literally looked at them. There's no way you could learn that.
my character was also talking.
Are
having
you
some,
saying that you don't
lengthy
learn?
conversation with Bloodfang there, so could make some links.
Yeah, how would they know it? They've been here for like a couple of months.
Have they? Or, I mean,
Yeah,
but already in a couple of months, he's already gathered quite a bit of information.
right. But here's the thing about migration patterns. It happens over longer periods of times and very large areas.
I mean, you never know what season could have been by the time they've
You
already
don't know what
entered.
season it is.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, hey, anything
know.
could happen in 2 months. The world's just like that.
They've been in one place. They have a camp.
Yeah, but they also had scouts.
They're not gonna like go and be like, yes, they go all the way
We've been
south.
tracking the migrational pattern, actually. Of this.
Yeah, like they have other things to do.
Yeah, that's
Don't
fair.
No, no, no.
It's
We've been
almost
moving
like
the camp with the migration pattern of the
it's almost
bloodhouse,
like they're in a war.
Yeah. I feel like only 2 of our characters actually realize what's going on.
Who?
And I was originally going to play my characters being a lot more naive, and I'm realizing I can't do that anymore.
I mean, my character's
Yeah,
been
but it would be
doing
funny
his
if
best
none of us know
observing
what's going
everything.
I already.
Migration pattern
Okay.
work.
To
And
be
I
fair,
started- I
Maeve
started-
knows what's going on. He is just not acknowledging it, so he doesn't get too
I mean, my
scared.
character knows what's going on as well.
If I don't,
He's basically like, if I don't acknowledge it, it doesn't exist yet, and I don't have to worry about it.
You're like, bro, he's like a child.
But I am completely making it canon that Maeve thought he was just gonna go be a wizard's apprentice until he learned the thrill of battle, and now wants to kill shit. Not kill, sorry, harm gravely.
Mortally wound,
Oh,
Yes.
which means it kills them. But yes, but later.
No, it's different. Like, I'm mortally wounded them, and one of you kill them.
No, we're
No
just
blood
gonna-
on my hands.
You people.
Except there is.
I'm not a murderer. You are.
You have to re-examine.
all sorts of weird things to deal with your people's bullshit.
What do you mean? Maeve is a very sane person who is completely trustworthy on his own, and would have
Dear
totally
US
not just
government,
gotten us.
I can be completely trusted.
Hey, Dale, since it literally doesn't matter anymore, what would have happened if I just kept pressing that guy?
He
You
would
would
have,
have gotten stabbed.
he probably would have.
We would have had to fight all
Blocked
of them in a
and
disadvantageous position while those
reported.
2 people were incapacitated and couldn't do anything to actually help us.
Happens.
I mean,
I can't wait for this guy to have superior deadly, since he, because he
since
can
he
just make
can
people
deal at least a
Yeah,
d6 of damage.
Well, no, Dale, he dropped people, brought them towards him. They may have been commoners, but that doesn't really matter. And he cut their throats, which is basically superior deadly last time I checked. Are you saying you can deal more than 4 damage in real life, Dalen?
Probably.
I mean, yes.
And guns go a very long
I mean,
way.
it's not really hard to.
I mean,
Guns are
yeah.
very effective at doing things. Like, let me tell you.
No,
You
like
could
a-
have them use a
God.
baseball bat.
Killing just
A
like a
base?
normal.
You think you could do more than 4 damage with a baseball bat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hit him in the
What
head.
is it, like the club?
Probably.
Yes. You mean a D6 weapon?
True, and you bonk somebody, you have +0 to strength, so it just does d6. And then you walk away. Huh, yeah, well, you're right. Same, you know, hold 12 damage with a baseball bat. It killed me. But yeah. I mean, I guess. Wait, so do we have superior deadly? Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It puts in perspective. Really makes you think.
When we re-examine life,
No, it
we all
really makes
just
you
have
think
some-
about it sometimes, you know?
When you re-examine life, aren't we really just all archmages?
No.
No.
Alright. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. This has convinced me.
If there's no magic,
Yep.
all
We're
of us
prepping,
are
we're prepping
archmages.
Fog Cloud for a potential escape.
No.
That's good.
Why would
Yep.
you ever do something like that?
Because I'm realistically expecting a disaster.
I'm sure it'll be
Wise.
fine.
I didn't. Well,
I think it's kind of funny. I have as many spells left.
I also would not have prepped purify food and drink, because I'm not going to tolerate.
Wait, Are artificers long rest casters? Like,
I can't
do
wait.
we get switch
you
other
can-
spells?
Yeah, you can
Can't
swap
wait.
out
I-
spells
guys, I
off
can't
of
wait.
long rest.
I can't wait to free this town of a tyrant only to take it over as
To replace it with a new one.
We're
like
not gonna
under
be
new
tyrant,
management.
okay? I still think that we should give this town.
That's what they
I
are.
have a question for you, Galen.
What's up?
Pirates
What's the
probably don't
government of
get the
Dinar
tax.
like?
Of Dunar. It's basically
Based.
each of the major cities has a druid lord who essentially oversees the druid circles in each of the outlying cities of the 3 sectors of the middle of the lake. However, they ultimately believe in natural law, which means that courts are typically held in mostly public opinion. So, like, whatever, so long as the druid circle looked favorably upon what you were doing, you were in the clear. There wasn't really formal written law. There was just the circles who would judge you.
Hey, Dalen, do you allow, just for next level, would you allow me to make a Strixhaven common magic item with my infusion? Since this was made before that.
Oh yeah, can we also use silvery barbs?
That wasn't my question.
No, but you were thinking it.
No, I don't have that on my spell list. I'm an artificer.
On the other hand, Vortex Warp is very cool.
Vortex Warp is actually really sick spell. But can I make the bottle of boundless coffee?
The what?
Oh, yeah, the one endless coffee.
Yeah,
It just,
looking dice rolls.
I'll be honest, kind of scares me.
Where is it? Where is it? Coffee. There we go. I will completely waste an infusion slot on this, Dalen.
Just infinite coffee.
Kind of. Not really infinite, but, you know. Sort of infinite coffee.
I mean, it is infinite. Because you will always be able to get more from it.
True. I will say, Dalen, I won't abuse this. I just think it'd be cool for flavor reasons.
It's just infinite coffee.
It's kind of funny. I think it would be cool for few reasons. Coffee gives me no actual benefit in game. In fact, I think it should give me a detriment. But I think I think it would be pretty fun to have a bottle of boundless coffee.
You must drink coffee or else you'll get...
But I understand if you say no, since that would kill some of the survival elements of this campaign.
Hi,
It's-
Resident Druid here. I already do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Also,
So could I
that
make
ain't
this?
nothing.
we have a ranger.
Yeah.
So could I make this with an infusion, Dalen? Or do you think that's too much?
I think you're a bitch, so probably not.
What the fuck?
Yeah, make your own
You live in
coffee,
a-
Chris.
No,
Yeah.
we're enjoying you suffering in your culinary destitution.
You know, I'm not the one suffering. You're the ones having to suffer through my bitching. You know, you're
One more
really the
level.
ones losing.
We can't
I
just
stay
leave you
winning.
behind.
One more level.
What?
What?
No.
One more level.
No, you don't get the silent spell on your spell list, dipshit.
Oh, I get the effective silence.
What? Guiding bolt?
Yes.
That's
It's called laser
silent.
gun.
I'm
Oh,
gonna, you know, I'm
laser
gonna go. I'm
gun.
literally going to go armor just so I can have a better laser gun.
It won't be better.
It does 2d6,
4d6.
and mine is infinite.